Within the writhing fields of Sanguinem, the stumbling figures all at once come to a halt. Lifelessly staring, decaying gray flesh dripping off bone, they mindlessly stare at the walls to the outskirts, past the graying fields and into a sky which is nearly shattered. As the sun barely continues to shine, a light enters the town of Sanguinem. It splits into several rays of colors: purple, indigo, blue, green, yellow, and red. To understand, to see, to speak, to love, to do, to feel, to be. This light, nor the colors, are not an unknown force, nor is it unseen to any of the remaining survivors. Plagued by this light, your granted powers remain rendered useless, and a feral rage grows from within, gnawing at your very own humanity. A well-dressed figure stands overlooking a cemetery. Lined with unmarked graves as far as the eye can see, he stands with one arm wrapped around the shoulder of a near-transparent boy as they overlook a clearing that stands in front of a gate. Within the clearing, a group of children kick around the ball, and as Leo watches, a figure approaches. A girl with blonde hair, lilac eyes, wearing a veil adorned by a peacock feather, looks up. How much longer must we keep this up? They grow impatient, and they wish for their true power that's been withheld for so long. The lone survivors already have figures backing them. They don't need us to make it this far. My control over time only further allows them to achieve more goals, and 4 have already gotten through. We'll hold this until they get the message that if we don't get what we deserve, then we won't work together. As soon as the adults return, they'll side with us. After all, despite what Chloe's done for us, her spirit's foreign. She should leave the game up to the players. I didn't kill all my own friends to watch my story repeat. So we'll wait until she chooses to speak with us. We'll wait until the survivors join us in this mystical domain. And we'll wait till our friend will finally snap, and he'll truly be one of us, leading the humans like sheep to a slaughter. The scene changes, and now the view lies upon an old sheriff house. Inside stands 2 boys. The younger of the 2 appears angered, paces the floor, creaking the brittle boards lying below. The older is a familiar face, and his form shifts from translucent to standard, his dark gray hair coming into view, and a claw appears on his hand. Why couldn't I finish the job? I can take a life in one touch, and this is the exception? I've personally killed around a dozen of these damn survivors, and they downplay my role. Still attempt to hide it under the rug. Tell me your gambit at least led to something. Surprisingly enough, it did. The maiden agrees with me. It's only fair to gain my true potential. I've already sacrificed too much power. Now 4 of us have broken through. Let's see who kills them the fastest. The silence over the ghost town remains almost deafening, only interrupted by the creaking of old wood, the snapping of tattered construction, and the scuffling of oversized rodents upon creaking floors. But then a singular pair of footsteps emerge, belonging to a boy with red hair and one sharp blue eye. The clinking of metal as he holds a knife to the side, and from a gun clipped to his belt. He studies the dirt for just a moment, clicking his tongue once as multiple figures begin to reveal themselves from thin air. Nicole, Jasper, Evie, Oliver, Lilac, and Sebastian. The boy shakes his head as the many people disappear before looking at the ground once again, following a trail which glows a white color. The creaking of wood and the scraping of flesh and bone is all too prevalent within the top of the hotel. Staring out of a once $1 million hotel suite, left worthless after the town's abandonment. The body of a girl, once adorned with orange hair, long turned white through corruption, lays unmoving, unbreathing on the floor, right in front of a painting titled Wyvern. As a hulking figure stares out the window, Drops of blood appear from his eyes as he reaches down, making contact with the deceased, absorbing her. As a variety of forms, flickering, morphing, all stand behind him, watching. He doesn't turn to look, but instead glances at his arms, as a piece of skin flakes off, revealing more of the corruption that lies below. As he clenches and rests his left hand, lines of pure entropy flare, and then subside as the energy fades to its previous form. The palm and back of his hand hold a compass-like shape, and as he exhales, a beige-colored mist appears for a second, and then fades. Looking at this shape in the palm of his hand, he stares. And as the time passes by, almost in a look of extreme concentration, before muttering the words, "Blood. Blood." He turns as the forms dissipate. He grabs one. The energy lines within his arm changing to a deep gold. He faces the door as his form morphs, becoming a distorted mesh of flesh and bone, before changing back to normal.
Then I will truly be respected, truly be feared. All who look down at me will cower, and I will truly be untouchable.
As he steps forward and walks through the door, his flesh begins to ripple. Hair changes color from a rustic brown to a golden blonde. Previously gray eyes begin to turn blue. His entire body changes from hulking to lanky, as a nearly different person steps through the door. Behind the glasses, his right iris turns black, and the dust ripples as he walks down the hotel and into the darkness. We cut from black into Levin's former bedroom, where a figure stands. He wears a tattered robe. His eyes glow pink and orange as he looks at an empty drawer. A girl walks up next to him. Her hair is white, both of her eyes glowing pink. As the boy shifts his gaze out the window, he states, "The time runs still, Clovo. We will soon have Atropos back with us once again. And if not, let your threads of life bring upon death. For we are fate itself. Besides, look here. Do you see the rubble? All we have to do is act." A wooden door creaks open. A figure with pale blue hair walks through, looking at a girl sitting on a large wooden chair. "It's not complete yet, but we'll be significantly closer after this." They strive towards an exit, thinking that they'll escape our church. The 9 we sent into opposition won't stop them. Although turned, most of them are still far more humane than those who haven't been brought towards the sanctuary. None lie dead, apparently. Our friends have experienced the calm before the storm. They're not at their best. Apparently our friends have decided enough is enough. It'll stop this petty grab for power. So you'll fail again? I want you to end this now, not wait and hope that our loose ends will tie themselves in a perfectly gift-wrapped present. Don't think that just because they will reach an exit will mean they will gain safe travel. Me and Russell have a plan, and trust me, I'll finish them off in just one move. As the surroundings fade to black, a bright cyan symbol of a trident flickers before seemingly being washed away by the somber black liquid. We cut and fade into a long, narrow hallway. The long, spiraling path into darkness is only broken by one object, the compass-like shrine of the torchbearer. The sounds of footsteps reverberate in the distance as a singular torch lights up the shadows. And the scene opens. A fog-filled tavern rings with the sounds of combat, both physical and supernatural. After the rough combat bouts fought before, the party lies in a weakened state, split up and wounded. However, your group has managed to perform well. Bradyn, you remain temporarily unopposed as you trek towards the door, stealthing through the mist and around the combat. Levin, you stand facing Rolf, your former opponent, who has stopped creating fog and remains unconscious on the floor. Adam, your opponent stands up with your clone's heads in its hand. He says, "That's one more," before throwing the head at you. Roll face danger.
Alright. Sorry, who are we on? We on which
Adam.
boy? Oh, I thought you said Levin.
No.
That was a 9.
9. Okay. Take bludgeon 1 as this once mimic of his own head slams against you.
You know, we all heard you back there taunting for what you think we could have been. I'd like to hear you taunt now. Come on, spit it out of me.
No, I think you might be dead as fuck. That's what I think.
Oh, are you going there? You know, I'll kill you. Rip off your head and your teeth around the necks of your own friends. Just you wait.
I'm waiting.
It's time for
Okay. Then stand still.
Roll face danger.
9 again, or not 9. 1. Or fucking.
That's a
minus-
difference.
Nah, it's a -1. So I'm
Okay.
I just keep fumbling my fucking wording.
So you have an 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Take another bludgeon 1 as he slams his fist into your head.
Alright.
Why don't you fight back after all? Or
Can
is
I,
that not your thing? Sitting on a roof. Just
Can I-
wait.
Oh.
You can do whatever you want.
Can I use the head of my mimic?
That head's
to,
broken.
That is what I'm. Yeah. Can I manipulate the glass to fly into his fucking neck?
You can try. You need to roll change the game to see if your powers work. Don't forget that bit.
I do, in fact. Yes, I do. -2. 10.
10? Okay. This is a go toe to toe. Pick 2.
Give me a. Can you tell me what they are really quick? I can't really look at them. I have to open but shit, but it's going slow.
Okay. So, manage to achieve your goal, get them good, or block, dodge, or
Block,
counter.
dodge, and counter.
And you rolled a 10, pick 2.
Get him good.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I forgot. That was a change the game roll. Now you roll go toe to toe.
Oh, fuck. 9?
Okay, pick 1.
Get him good. Yeah, fuck it, get him good.
Get him good? Okay. As the glass stabs into his neck, roll face danger.
You fight well. Kinda. Not good enough to go man to man. But that's tolerable after all.
Give me a second, my thing's fucking clear. Or actually, I'll just do it on my fucking phone. Oh, that's glitching out. Roll 2d6.
I'm more than a man. And I'll tear your own arm off.
8.
And be Johnny.
I got an 8.
You got an 8? Okay, another bludgeon 1. As he slams you in the face again.
Oh, I got an 8 for my attack.
What the fuck? Did you just roll a 9? And pick 1?
What? No, didn't I roll my fucking,
You rolled your
thing-
change the game, got a 10. You rolled your go toe to toe, got a 9. And now you rolled face danger, got an 8.
Oh, yeah, fuck, I'm just retarded. Never mind. Alright. Yeah, no. Okay.
Yeah, so he slams you across the head again. You take bludgeons 1 again.
This is a bro moment.
You know, if you insist, I'll just beat you down till you're on the ground, of course. What are you gonna do? Stop me! No worries, just stop me!
I can't hear you. You keep fucking peeking out your nose. Your mic keeps peeking out, dude.
I don't give a fuck. Trump is me.
I genuinely don't know what the fuck you're saying.
I'm saying I don't give a fuck. What are you doing?
Oh, I guess I'll try and roll out from under him so he can't keep beating me because this is not a great position to be in.
Okay. This doesn't go toe to toe. You're trying to gain, like, I guess he's trying to attack you if you're doing this. Don't forget if you have any power tags you want to add.
Yeah. The only problem is my computer keeps glitching the fuck out, so it's hard to look at any of my shit. I'll click on a tab and it'll take 5 fucking years for one of them to open.
Great.
Could I use Eyes on the Prize to get the fuck away? And hit them where they're weak? Or no, hit them where they're weak when we're...
Sure. Eyes on the Prize does work.
Here. That is an 8 then.
An 8? Okay. Pick one. Achieve your goal, i.e., get out of his position. Get them good, or block, dodge, or counter.
Oh. Achieve my goal?
Okay. Take another bludgeon 1 as you roll past him kicking out behind and slamming you flying.
Bro moment. Alright.
Who's it's oh
Bludgeon 3 now. I'm pretty fucked up.
yeah, you are.
I'm not exactly keen on this ending this way. I'm gonna try and get further away from him so he can't target me directly at least.
Okay.
Bro, my
I'm trying to
rolling.
think of what- I'm trying to think of what role this would be.
Sneak
Because if
around.
Yeah, well, it depends. Is he trying to sneak? Are you trying?
Oh
no,
yeah,
he's
well he's not
looking
sneak.
directly.
No, if he's making distance.
I'm not sure if there's a role for that.
When somebody's in the middle of combat retreating, I don't know. I face danger. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, actually, face danger, I guess.
Alright, can I use Eyes on the Prize again? Or no, I can't.
Twice in a row.
Yeah, you can't do back and back. Yeah, fuck. That's -3. 9?
Guess what?
9. I actually
Okay.
did pretty good in the roll, but still. Not
Plus
great.
Yeah, that's another bludgeon 1.
No, fucking hell.
You managed to get you managed to get out of his reach with this, though.
Okay.
God, you're You called us out for cowardice, wasn't it? Where are you going? Come on back here! I'm getting upset! You're trying to run! God! This might get a little boring. You can keep running all you want.
I plan on it.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, it kinda is.
So, I'm just gonna have him roll something. I'm just gonna roll something for him real quick, which I know I'm not supposed to do this.
I weaken the floorboards under him. Just kidding.
Okay, so as he looks at you, 2 large bat wings jut out from his back. You know what? This town provides us all with a little gift. A gift that you've been far from accepting.
Well, yeah.
One day
Yeah,
you'll
but they
die.
die and become like you, die.
You're halfway there, old friend. We're gonna cut scenes.
But I'm still alive and you're all the way fucking gone, so.
Which one of you two wants the spotlight next?
I'll take it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My cock's great.
Okay. So, Bradyn, what are you doing?
Go into the door.
Okay. So, I'm gonna need you to roll. Change the game for direction purposes. Oh wait, no. No, this is like perception or shit to notice where the door is.
Perception? Okay. That hopefully should be a little better. It probably isn't actually. I don't have too many tags for that. Does maintain secrecy count?
Not in this case.
Not in perception, no. Attentive.
Yep.
I don't know. No, this wouldn't be a last man standing situation.
It's not.
There's no teamwork. I've got another. Nope, none of that's useful right now. That sucks. It's a -2. Never mind. Oh, fuck. That would have been really good if it. Ow! Stomp my foot. That's an 8.
On an 8, you can find your way to the door.
Ooh, goody.
And you can also find a figure standing in front of it. The figure that you previously escaped from, actually. Figured you find your way here. Trying to abandon everyone? Leave them off?
Oh no,
Probably.
I had a plan when I got to the door, but now that you're here, I can't act
Sure
it.
you did.
Yeah, I did.
Because all of your plans have gone so well this time.
For the most part, they have.
Have
I
they?
almost got out of here.
How many
Would
are
have
dead?
it. Would have it if the idiots didn't follow me. I don't know. How should I? If you want to lift the fog, maybe I could tell a little bit easier, but...
Pass on that one. I mean, how many have you now died?
How many I care about?
How do you know
like
you're not
1 or
facing
2.
dead men walking? Well,
Well, we are facing dead
in
men
more than
walking.
one sense.
I fully believe that Kelly first
Ugh.
Because I've seen enough of what happened. And I died failing to protect. So, seeing you run away. Maybe not the greatest luck.
You can make assumptions all you fucking want, but at the end of the day, I don't run. I fight. Okay, I'm gonna attack. I am going to, yeah. Okay, so I can't use, my power is in combat anyway, so I'm not even gonna bother using that. I'm just gonna go in for the good old box fight. These fuckers
Actually,
better not be able to tag. I swear to God, yeah.
Trey, roll 2d6 flat.
Oh, flat? Maybe this won't be horrible then. It's horrible. It's a 7. So
7?
it's not as bad as it could have been, but yeah, it's 7.
Okay. You feel? No, actually. No, you don't feel. You see, as you begin to move, your
Even
shadow
better.
does not follow.
I don't care! I can't use it!
Yeah.
It's fine. Someone else can have my damn shadow. I don't need it. What fucking shadow? Are we in a dark, misty room?
Your shadow's still there.
Okay, the shadow I can't see is not following me. That's good. So,
Oh,
either
no,
way,
no one else's shadow has to be there, but yours is.
that's fine. I don't care that much about my shadow anyway. It's not like I can use it. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a good old bludgeon. So, save the group because I did actually have a plan to save everyone when I get to that fucking door.
Sure.
I was not bluffing. I did have a plan, but he's there, so it's kind of useless now. I'm not until I beat him, because I will beat him. Fuck. I don't have combat
Right.
tags. I just can't I can't stand there and do nothing. That's still. I'm still running off. Okay, that's another -2.
Use the power of Aaron's fucking lower phase.
Exactly, bro. Oh my God, that's a 0.
Whoa.
Snake eyes.
Okay. So, as you go and lunge at him to attack, he grabs you, and you just feel cold, and then agony. Take pain 2.
Fuck, I don't. Oh my god, that's actually. Ah, fuck that. Oh no, not my third 3 status.
You know, I never thought hiding was the greatest idea. But I was willing it all. I was willing to risk it all to just manage to protect those that I cared about. But I failed. I couldn't even protect myself. But now, I won't stand to let you laugh and call us weak. We'll make you all feel just like we did back then.
Ah, well. Damn shame I'm not much of a fighter without my new power. But.
Roll 2d6. Flat.
Okay, who's jumping out of the shadows? Holy, that's bad. That's a 4.
Okay. This is interesting. So, Trey, this roll was a little something that I call self-control.
Great.
Um,
I can't.
So-
What am I gonna do? I can't even use my fucking powers.
actually, you can now only use your powers.
Good.
No logos, only mythos.
My logos is useless in this situation.
Yeah.
Well, looks like I can fight.
Fight back.
It's about damn time. Okay, so I am going to first of all fucking darken this. I'm just gonna darken like the area around us. I think change the game.
Yes.
Okay. Still got. Oh wait, no, I can use my tags now. Now, pre-num, bro.
I recommend you watch how many tags you're using.
I know. Still. Pre-numbra and Night Shroud.
Okay.
That is a flat roll now. Fuck. It's a 5.
Okay.
Ugh.
As the shadow appears, the mist, which has actually looked to be... No, actually, funnily enough, a shadow does appear. And it expands rapidly. It forms a dome around the two of you. What are you gonna do, Bradyn? Why don't you fight back just like you said you would?
Don't worry, I'll try, but all this little pain I feel might screw up my aim. Okay, I'm gonna like form a shadow javelin and fucking hug it at him.
Okay.
Okay. Oh shit, I shouldn't have used. Wait, no, I can use that because it's not fucking bright here. Well, I can't use it now. Shadow play. I think that's it. With this situation, we're going off a -1. Oh, I wonder when Frenzy's gonna get applied. Wow, I am rolling ass tonight. That's another 5.
I've been
So-
rolling pretty.
You throw it, and it impales him. He just pulls it out. And, take the status pain 1. As you feel like it impacted you. Why don't you hit me? Come on, at least try a little. I thought you could get yourself out of here. Where'd all the bandits come?
Well, I don't get out by fighting. Get out by dodging, and I get out by the fucking door, which is what I was planning on doing. I never claimed to be a fighter. That was Terrence's job, but Terrence isn't here because he fucking hates school. So now it's me and a bunch of morons that don't know where they're going half the time. So let's try something new. I want to try to collapse the shadow thing around us.
Okay. I'm gonna let you know, this is gonna take a higher pass rate than normal because this shadow thing is not yours.
Well, I either roll well or I fucking flop anyways, so whatever. I can use okay, I'm using Penumbra again. What else can I use? Not that. I can't use that. I think that's still a -1. Uh-oh. You gotta be fucking kidding me. That was so close to being good. It's an 8.
An 8? Okay. As you begin, the shadows do expand. No, the shadows do collapse, but then rapidly burst outwards, actually fading. And you notice around you, it goes completely quiet. And you see Joseph across from you again. And he just smiles.
Oh, so you have a teleporter, or whatever the fuck.
Actually,
Funny.
as you go to speak, nothing comes out. And you hear from behind you.
What? Got nothing to say.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It's this fucker.
It's not actually, I just have
Oh, it's not, Noah.
So big of a voice range.
Okay.
No.
What a shame. Looks like now that you can't plan. Your shit show will fall apart. Like a deck of cards.
You know, I was just gonna use fucking convince too. God damn it.
Yeah. Behind you stands a figure with long black hair, a white sweatshirt, and black pants. As you recognize this to be someone you never knew too much, even compared to the rest. You remember he was in the other class.
But I didn't know half these fuckers, so.
Yeah. This is Bruce. And around him, his own shadows begin to ripple.
You know what? I'll let you have your own say. Just don't try to make any funny moves. No one around will hear your screams.
It's good that I don't scream then.
You're
I haven't yet, and I haven't, and I. Oh, fuck. And I still won't. Oh, God. Can't speak too well. Ugh. Oh, it's a little bit more quiet here. I'm gonna look around. What's in this fucking
my
room?
specialty.
If you do roll perception, by the way, you are probably going to take a face danger as well. Is that fine?
Does this count as a new scene? And by that, I mean,
what?
and by that I mean, can I use penumbra again?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna use that so I can, because the dark makes me better, and because I can't use anything else. So that's a -2. Because I forgot it was on a -3 and kept going up to -2 by accident, which didn't matter because all my rolls failed anyways. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's a 5. The -2 fucked me.
You can't see through the mist. There's nothing. In fact, where's the door again?
Looking around. Where'd you exit this time?
Where are you gonna run from your own problems?
I think my exit's right in front of me.
Doesn't really work when you've said all this stuff and have probably failed to actually do anything like 6 times in a row.
You get injured by about 6 different guys and then try to fight people. It's not as easy as it looks. But of course, I mean, I don't need to say that to you. You already died.
And you're about to feel what it's like to be torn apart by 7.
And you know what? I think
Make it 8.
you're gonna freeze.
Okay.
Okay, convincing.
Are you
I really-
just trying to get
I'm
who are you
free.
trying to get in this? Bruce or Joseph or both?
There's multiple people in this room. Fuck.
Yeah, No, Joseph is the guy that you were facing initially. Bruce
I
is the
didn't
other
know. I
one.
didn't know Joseph was still in here.
Joseph was the guy you ran into at the door.
Okay. Well, both.
Okay.
The problem is there's only one tag I can use here. Convincing. Come on, come on! Rolling a -2, come on! Ah! Fuck! I clipped my knuckle. That's a 5.
You know what? I don't think so. You're mute again. Roleface danger.
Oh, I was gonna attack immediately, but
We'll go toe to toe.
okay. Night Shroud.
Okay.
Anything else? And Shadow Play.
Okay.
Okay, that's a -1 now. Come on, come on! No! That's a 6! I've rolled 3 or 4 7s in a row.
You know, I expected this to go a little bit differently.
You didn't expect me to roll ass?
Well, actually, no, yours went about as planned.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Didn't expect you to roll this ass.
If I didn't have the minuses, I would have been fine.
Yeah.
But I have 3 -3s, so... And none of them are the same, so it's not like there's much you could do about that.
So, what were you trying to do? Attack?
Yeah, which didn't work.
Okay. You lunge at Joseph again.
It was actually shadows.
The shadows lunge at Joseph again. And you feel an impact on the back of your head. Bludgeon 2. As Bruce slams against you.
Never mind, I fucking lied. There's my 4-3 status.
Yeah. So, I'll give you... You know, actually, I was gonna say you have a choice. But we didn't get to choose. So why should you? They're gonna both go for an attack.
Hmm.
You can do what Kameron did.
What did Kameron do?
Outmaneuver, go toe to toe. Achieve your goal escape.
Well, I can't go toe to toe because I can't do shit. Well, unless I try to escape, which I still can't do shit. You know, I guess I might as well do that. Better than face danger, although I'm rolling on a -3 anyways, so I'm probably gonna fail. I'm definitely gonna fail. That's a 2. Wait, no, that's not a 2. It's a 4. No, it's not. What is that? Oh, it is a 4. Wait, no, it's a 3.
Okay. So, on a, what was it, 3, doesn't fucking matter. You attempt to outmaneuver them, getting slammed by another bludgeon 1, as Bruce kind of shoves you off to the side and into the ground. But you do see the door through the mist. So, Bradyn, here's your exit. And your one last chance. Bruce, drop it. And Bradyn, where the fuck's my sister?
What's his sister?
Emma.
Who the fuck's... Oh, her. Well, I can't speak, so have
He
fun.
dropped it. You can speak.
Oh. You know, that'd be a better question to ask Levin, your good old pal. Or at least he's friends with some of you, I can assume. I don't know, she wasn't part of my group, so...
So you left her to die?
Nope. Your friends teleported me.
Wait, you mean the anomalies? Because they're no friend of mine.
Well, either way, doesn't make them teleporting me any less real. I didn't have any control. Actually, you know, you repeated to me the same question I was gonna ask Levin later, so I was gonna ask him what the fuck happened to Emma, because I genuinely don't know.
Roll convince.
Yeah, with my -3s? Okay, no, that's not gonna do shit, but...
You do... Okay, since this is a convince roll, anything...
Oh,
physical
convincing!
does not apply.
Let's go!
Yeah, anything physical does not apply here, so just take any mental weaknesses if you have them.
I do. Migraine 2. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And mental damage 3. It doesn't matter. It's still a -3.
Okay.
-2 now. This is gonna be rolling gold, bro. No, it's not. It's Jesus Christ. It's fucking 1.
He snaps his finger and the mist and shadows kind of block off the door. I think I'll ask him myself. After dealing with you first. It's gonna go back to a silent fight unless...
I'm going to remove the shadow on the door.
Okay. Roll change the game.
Okay, Penumbra, Shadow Play, and I want to lower the light level too while I'm doing this, so I have a better chance of escaping.
Okay.
Night Shroud. Rolling flat, baby. Yes! It's an 8.
I thought you were gonna say it was a 7.
I'll take the damage. I'm achieving my fucking goal.
This was to change the game, not good.
Ah, fuck off. What does it change the game to? Oh wait, I don't.
You said you wanted to get the door back, so.
Yep, I'm getting the door back. Now I'm dipping,
Yeah.
bro. I'll take that face danger.
Actually disappear. It's now just the mist. Do roll face danger.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Joseph,
dip.
as Joseph just reaches his hand out towards you.
You gotta be. Wait, I didn't say anything yet. What status is gonna use?
And in the palm of Joseph's hand,
That's a 6.
it's actually a tattoo. In the
Oh wait, no,
shape
I have a
of
-3. I
sword
couldn't.
covering a shield.
I couldn't have done shit. Yeah, I got a 3.
And he reaches for your head. Take a grasp and pain 2.
Oh fuck, I'm at pain 4 now.
Oh, that's bad.
Wait, I still have a med kit.
Okay.
I can't do shit with it.
And yeah. Any more moves, or should I shift?
I was gonna say I salute and get out the fucking door if I can, but
Okay. Yeah. This is gonna be. Since you're moving the scene, I'm gonna say this is another change. Yeah, this is another change.
oh yeah, with the -4. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do a few more things then while I'm leaving because I can do all this again. I'm gonna make it pitch black, and I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna use the shadows to boost me if I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Night Shroud, Shadow Play, and Penumbra. Still a -1. Come on! Come on! Yes! That's another 8.
Okay. And we're gonna cut. Levin.
Oh, my throat.
Yep.
So, with you, Rolf was on the ground, just unconscious. Tell me a number. Any you want.
Full send,
It
baby.
doesn't have to be between anything. It can be anything.
147.
Okay, 13.
13? Okay, let me check my notes real quick. Where the fuck is my mouse going? Oh, it's over here. Okay. There's one option that's really fun and one option that's less. Oh, okay. You hear just something that sounds like radio static behind you.
It's me, Bradyn.
It's not Bradyn. In fact, it's a larger guy that you recognize from your own class. No, not from your own class. Shit, was he? It's a larger guy that is from your class with longer blonde hair and golden eyes. He wears a golden chain and has a dark flannel. And his name was Kaleo.
Kaleo?
Kaleo.
Okay.
Well, someone actually won. Ain't that a surprise?
Can't expect much.
Like, I mean, I already did my part, but doing a little extra won't hurt.
Okay,
As-
quickly. Who
yeah.
did Kaleo fight?
You don't know. The entire scene's been hidden by mist.
Okay. So wait, was there mist on top of fog, or is the fog?
The fog is the mist. It's the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, keep going.
So, Levin, what'll it be? You can either close your eyes and wait, or you can stand up and you can fight. Pick your choice.
I think I've done enough waiting.
Funny. I don't. Roll. Taste nature.
Okay. Wait, tags, right?
Yep.
Literally no tags. Okay, that's a
Ooh, that's fun.
that's a 6.
Okay. As he slams his fist against you, you feel a jolt pass through your entire body, shooting out your lower left leg. Take jolt 2. Trey, if you want to add that.
Sorry, what do you take? One also.
Jolt 2.
Kill.
Oh, there it is. Oh, another 2 status for Aaron.
Yeah. Because you
Range
know what?
status is so weird.
You could walk around. You could. But you could walk with that group all you want, claim that you really want to help. I've heard things around the block.
Did you know?
And please, I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but you should when the cover is so fucking hideous. Look at you. And then take a look around. You don't belong.
Did I ever? At this point.
Yeah, you did. Once. Congrats on throwing it all away.
As long as they get out, this is my fate, I guess.
They won't.
I'll make sure they will. Okay, so I'm going to try to use telekinesis to make the
Okay,
The floor-
roll change the game first.
the floor is underneath, right?
Usually.
Well, not underneath. Sorry. The floor is made out of wood, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Usually.
Keep in mind, you do need to roll change the game for this to even work.
Okay. So, telekinesis, honed mind. That's just a +2 anyways. So to a roll, it's a 9.
Okay. You can do it. Now, roll. What was your plan? To raise up the floor, to use the floor to hurt him?
To make the floorboards under him break, so he just kind of falls and like kind of stuck, whatever.
Okay. Roll another change the game, I guess.
Roll
Or
it.
actually, no, probably go toe to toe. This is aggressive.
Okay, does the rule in the last game still apply that we can't use the same power type over and over?
Yes, it does. Welcome to
Got it.
City of Mist, baby.
I think the only reason I dodged that is because I completely like half changed scenes.
No tags.
Okay. You can roll well. You're rolling at a -2.
Yes. Which gets me a 7.
That's not the greatest.
You can do one thing. It's a pass. You can do one thing with your change the game roll. So what was your plan?
Was that
To
go
raise
to
the floorboards?
Sorry, was that go toe to toe or change the game?
I guess go toe to toe. Oh yeah, you remind me. Yeah, go toe to toe. Achieve your goal, get them good, or block, dodge, counter.
Well, block, dodge, counter. But what was the previous roll for change the game, anyways?
Okay. As he hears the floor creaking, he quickly begins to dash at you. You stepping out of the way. As he steps into the mist for a second. You have another action to do whatever.
Okay, so I can still see him, right? Or
Yes.
okay, so I'm using like the broken floorboards and then I'm sending it at him. Into him.
Okay. You gotta roll change the game first to use your power.
Telekinesis.
Okay.
So just -1. That's a 9.
Okay. It works. Now roll.
Honed 9, that's just -1. So that's a 8.
8. Okay. Hit with all you got. Pick one.
Oh, right.
Do you have the moves up or no?
I do, just the switch tabs with Safari.
Oh, okay.
So if I go up. Let's. Okay, so I'm definitely not attacking. So it's I'm gonna take cover and secure his period position.
Okay. So I'm gonna say in this case, you sort of back up out of his sight into the fog as he turns around after missing his first lunge, and his hands begins to crackle. You really want to fight to protect him, eh? Why?
As my mind recedes, I don't know, but as my memory still is intact for right now, they're my friends. I'm not gonna betray them as long as I still have my mind.
Yeah. Not for long. Because This town can drive people crazy enough eventually. You don't need just me to worry about. Because I'm not alone. You see, not all of us had people to fight. You think a 9-on-9 would go fair when it's a... The problem is, who said that everyone actually fought? How do you know no one fled? No one disappeared? Or that someone maybe isn't working with all of you after all? And you hear from behind you, well, look who we have here, Levin. And this is a girl with blue hair, pale skin, and sexy. This is Ivy.
Sorry, Ivy? Okay, wow. So,
As Kaleo steps back into the mist and disappears into the fog.
So, you're here then?
We all are, but if you mean in the fog, then of course. Why wouldn't I want to meet one of my favorites?
And this is all we're cracked up to be, huh?
Please, you fight for so much. You've just got so much riled up in your shoulders, don't you? Just take a minute to calm down. It's just me and you. Nothing to worry about. Roll face danger.
You're really... Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, my bad.
That's in character right away.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm gonna roll. I'm leaving.
Yeah, I don't think. I think I just passed.
You haven't had a Sanguinem session since June? Fuck it, I'm going.
Yeah. When do you think this thing will come out on air? Fucking December next year.
2025. At least.
I'm gonna use the tag self-assurance, because I think
Okay.
what I'm doing is right.
I'm gonna let you know, you're not dodging any physical attack.
Uh-oh.
This is a whole new type of fun.
Well, I get a 5.
You got
Ooh,
a 5.
the me classic.
Seduction 2.
Suck. No.
God.
Just relax. It's only us here. Me and you, after all. You got nothing to worry about. No need for a care in the world. After all, how much do your failures even matter?
Sorry, what's suctioning onto me right now?
My
What?
cat.
No, this is seduction, not suction.
Oh, you said suction.
No, I said seduction. S-E-D-U-C-T-I-O-N.
Yeah, he's
God.
getting underneath.
If you thought he couldn't romance before, look at me now, bitch. Why even fight? Some of us use force. But why can't we all just get along? She gets closer to you.
No one here gets along because we're all attacking each other.
I'm not attacking you. Look at me. You really think I mean any harm? Force already left. Kaleo decided that he'd let me have my own fun. He's going off after that one who he managed to lose already. But I haven't got to the chance to fight just yet. And I don't even plan to. Why can't we just talk, me and you?
Maybe... No. No, this isn't... Okay, maybe later we can talk, but right now.
No. Because I want to inform you that we only have so much time. So, me and you, no need for a care in the world. Don't worry about our failures. They don't matter anymore. The only thing that I need is you. And you feel that bond, don't you? Roll face danger.
No. Get away from me.
Just let me get closer.
I'm scared of
Okay, so I'm gonna try to use telekinesis to force her away.
Toe to toe.
Okay, there we go.
His character has a few more morals than Bradyn would in this situation.
Wait, shit! Did you get hit by Kaleo at all?
No,
Yeah,
a feature that I completely forgot about.
He got hit
I
with
didn't
Jolt
get hit.
2 from something.
Well, that was Jolt 3.
What?
I said the wrong tag. Kaleo
Oh.
hits 3.
Oh, it's Jolt 3.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's the only one who hits 3.
Oh, great.
that's just great.
Nice number selection.
He only had 2 left. So, what's your roll?
Okay, so I'm using telekinesis and honed mind.
Yep.
So that's just a -1 now.
Okay.
Go. That is a 10. Okay.
Okay. Pick 2.
Go toe to toe.
Yep. Get him good. Block, dodge, counter. Achieve your goal.
Block, dodge, counter, and manage to
Sure.
achieve my goal.
Okay. What? Push her back and not get absolutely seducted.
Send her as far as I can into the mist.
Okay. As you propel her back into the mist, she briefly disappears from sight. And behind you, look who we got here.
God.
And you hear the crackling of charging electricity once again. This is all just a bit fun to you, don't you think? Nothing about this place has ever been right, but something seems to draw us all in towards you like nothing else. And not in Ivy's type of way, but in my own. So you know what? I'd leave the talking up to her, but you don't appear to be very receptive. I'd rather just punch my message into you. You can either roll toe-to-toe or face danger, depending on what you want to do.
Run into the fog.
Okay. Toe-to-toe.
Okay, self-assurance, -2, go.
Okay, what did you roll?
8 -2, okay.
Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, do I do this to you?
It'd be funny.
It would be.
Definitely wouldn't.
You got another Jolt 3.
Yep.
It's not very funny.
Welcome to my world, Aaron.
As you manage to make your way to the fog, but not after getting absolutely fried. You can run from me. You can run from her. But you can't outrun all of your issues. Just like us, they'll be back. Well, I might not be back, but you'll certainly be seeing someone at least. Now, I can't see you, so run along, do whatever the hell you want. I'm just gonna walk off. Maybe Ivy will find you. I'll let you two have fun. Okay, Swap perspective. Welcome back, Adam.
Yippee!
So you were bolting it from Maverick.
Oh, fuck, yes I was.
You gotta keep running.
Why?
I can't see you, but I can't smell you. You
That's-
can't escape me.
Weird. That's like
I'm
actually
beast.
incredibly weird.
My powers are the beast. It's not weird at all. It's only
Nah,
game if you make it.
You like mark your territory by pissing on walls?
Nope.
I don't know about that. I think you
My mere presence is enough of a scent.
would. Sure.
That's kind of a blood.
Okay, Edgy. How about we like skip the small talk and just you leave me alone while I run away? Yeah.
Let's skip the small talk. No. Roll fish Victor.
Alright, I guess I have to fucking flat this with a 3. -3. 6.
Since you have the distance, that actually passes.
Oh.
You take bludgeon 1.
God fucking damn it.
You didn't full pass, but you didn't take bludgeon 2.
True. Still not great.
You can run. Actually, you can't run because I can fly. I'm faster than you.
Speaking of that, I actually made contact with him, and I don't think I have any abilities currently lined up. Can I steal his ability?
You can try. Roll change the game.
That is a... I would like to use reversed image, mirrored, and... That's
Keep
all I
in
can
mind, this is for your power to work. You have a whole other roll to make.
Yeah, no, that's all I can use, though.
Okay.
Well, I'm not attacking, I'm just taking his ability. I already made
Choosing your
contact.
power.
Yeah, I know. But you said I have to roll twice like it's an attack roll. I thought it was just to see if my ability worked.
Oh no, this is the roll for your ability to work.
Yeah, what I'm
yes.
saying is I'm not actively attacking him. I'm just seeing if my ability to take it is working.
Yeah, you guys are saying the same thing.
I'm confused.
Just roll.
Fair enough. Alright.
You're doing what you're saying you're doing. You're doing the right thing.
Oh, okay. That's a 8.
Okay.
8. Okay. So your power works.
Yippee.
Now,
Alright.
Oh, you want to make contact? You want to run back? You want to run towards instead of back?
I mean, if I'm able to take your shit, yeah.
Now that's the weird saying. You're the weird one now.
God.
Alright, Mr. Pisses on Walls.
I have a scent.
I don't believe you. All I
And
smell
it's
is piss.
weed.
All I smell is piss and wall.
All you smell is hard drugs.
roll perception.
Or drugs.
roll perception.
I love how that's a 12.
Oh my god!
You smell drugs. And you know it's
Brother sees the fucking exit while he's at it. Jesus.
Because he's not near the exit, all he sees is drugs.
Oh my, the drugs.
Yeah, that's right. Before I died, I took everything I could get my hands on. Opium, methamphetamine,
And I did take his ability, so I did manage to take his ability.
You
Okay.
did, but can you use it?
I'm going to sprout bat wings.
I hate to inform you, but that's not the ability you took.
Oh god,
Bruh.
he is 2.
That's his discipline. You took his ability. The discipline
What's
is the
his-
sanguine stuff. His
What's his
ability,
ability, then?
his ability is a fun thing called feral instincts. All of your senses are heightened. And You, in a lack of a better word, lose some mental capacity.
That's fine. I
Yes,
wasn't-
you also become more physically agile and more physically strong.
Alright, cool. I guess this makes it easier for me to dodge. I'm gonna attempt to fucking go through a wall to run away from him better.
Okay. Roll change the game, and I'm gonna let you know this is gonna be a high ass roll for it to even work.
I'd like to use eyes on the prize. I'd like to use glass transformation because I'm using my ability in a
Okay,
transformation.
so first thing, if you're gonna be using your glass ability, you gotta roll change the game again.
Oh fuck!
Also,
Never
I'll tell
mind.
you a little fun fact. No, actually, I'll let you use the glass ability because this is funny.
Yeah.
So with the glass ability, no, I'm gonna let you use it now just to give you a warning because you use your glass to open up a hole in the wall, and all you see is fucking dirt and stone. You're on the ground. That's the exterior wall.
I start fucking digging like a mole rat.
Jesus Christ, bro. You're digging your own fucking grave.
My brother
He's
would try.
completely
I
right.
have a IQ.
Okay, you're gonna use fragile bones and not your fragile
I won't
bones.
do that. Fuck that. I won't actually do that. I guess once I see that, I'll just try and run away further. I have enhanced speed, I would assume, because
Yeah.
I'm more agile, and I assume I have like fucking spidey sense. I can just kind of instinctually know when he's attacking me, so I should have probably an easier time dodging too. I'm just gonna try and get the fuck away from him.
Okay. You're fast, but I'm just as fast.
No. Oh.
Actually, I was a track star, and some of those drugs I took were performance enhancing. You're fast, but I'm faster.
Wasn't that cute? You wanna go kiss your boyfriend
So
now?
I lied. I'm only on so many drugs. I don't take performance enhancing. It's all natural.
I don't believe that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What do you feel? Empowered? Do you feel all drugged up?
No.
Exactly.
I didn't copy your drugs. I copied your ability.
But you
Dumb
shut up. Because the more of the beast you are, the stronger my powers are. And
Well,
it's
anyway.
time. It's time for more. And two more bat wings rip out from his back.
I don't think that's gonna help you much.
I can fly faster now.
Music.
I
ended.
don't think that's how that works. I actually think the more weight you've added to your body is gonna make you slower.
Hell yeah, it would ban abortion.
Ha!
First it's abortion, then it's
I don't think you know how I work. I'm on a different level.
I think
Roll
I
face
do,
danger.
considering I took your ability.
Roll face danger. You took my ability. You didn't take this ability. This guy's killing my voice.
Yeah, he's killing me too. I'm
That's
not really
true.
looking at this shit right now. That is a 7.
Okay.
But wait, since I have the fucking instinct shit, would I have any bonuses from that?
Yeah, you could have a +1.
Right, then 8.
Okay, that didn't change much.
No,
+1.
but a bit better.
Yeah, that's it. Bludgeon 1.
Thank you.
As he flies actually faster than before and strikes you. Besides, the question is, did I get more wings, or am I just better at flying?
I think you're just retarded.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, hey look, squirrel.
I can literally sense all around me.
No.
Look who's retarded now.
I mean, I did
Your
copy your
defense has
ability.
become dumb.
I did copy your ability. If you're retarded, I'm a bit dumber, so.
Yeah, you may have copied my ability.
But you didn't copy my gifts.
Okay.
Not the town's gifts.
Actually, what the fuck am I doing? That is actually just an Adam being stupid mode. Can I use my glass ability to form wings on my back?
You need to roll change the game.
Yeah, I will.
Twice.
Why twice?
The first is to see if you can use your power, the next is to make the wings.
Oh, okay.
Most impactful in that one. Actually, probably second most impactful in that one.
That is a 10.
Okay, you can use your power now, roll change the game.
That is plus the 1.
What's the +1 from?
The copied ability.
How does that help in this?
Primal instinct, easier to dodge. And also move.
You're-
And also generally do shit.
But you're creating wings using glass. You're not feral instincting.
Well, I'm also running while I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah, but your roll isn't a dodge roll.
Okay. Can I use manipulation of glass?
Yeah.
Can I also use cloning expert? Because I'm making wings and he has wings.
Sure.
Alright, cool. 11.
Okay. You can create wings. Now the question is, do glass wings fly?
Yes.
With an 11, I'll say you can use both your juice to make wings that can fly.
Yippee. I will do that.
Oh, so you think that just because you're whatever the fuck, don't know how that can do that, but quite frankly, I don't really care. I'll rip it off, break it in half, and slit your own throat.
Good luck with that.
Thanks, roll face danger.
What's that was gonna say? And this is a dodge, right?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to use mirrored and reverse image. They have wings in the primal ability, so it's easier to dodge on top of the ability itself.
How the hell does reversed image affect that?
Huh? Reversed image? I have wings, he has wings.
Okay, and what was the other one? Mirrored?
Yeah, mirrored. Same ability.
Did you use any of those already?
I used them a turn ago, so not last
Well,
turn, but the turn before that.
Okay. Then it works, I guess.
And eyes on the prize.
Eyes on the prize? Okay.
Yeah. That is a 9.
Trey, don't forget to.
Legend 1.
What's the thing on that? Is it like 10 and above?
Yep.
It is, yeah.
The fuck? That's so cancer. Alright,
I was gonna cut to Trey after that, but if you have something else to do, feel free.
Nah, I got nothing else.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Bradyn, you cross the door and you're in what seems like an unknown space at the moment. You're kind of in just a area in complete shadow. Your element, in fact, for a second. And you see another door on the other side.
Can I still only use my logos? Sorry, my
What are you
mythos.
trying to do?
Oh, nothing. I just wanna
At the
check.
moment, yes.
Okay.
This wouldn't be a bad time to, say, take down that force status.
The problem is, if you attack me with anyone, it's likely you're just gonna give me another 4 status. Because I've got 4 3s. Sorry, no,
I
I
have to use a med kit to take every status down by either like 1 or 2 tiers, depending on how high you roll.
Sure, okay. And I'll use the I'll use shadows to help me heal, and I'll be the wound whisperer. Heal,
Fucking
wounds,
what?
heal. No, I can't command my wounds, so
No, actually, the guy that you just fought was in charge of that one.
yep. I'm making the dark room even darker too, so it's still hidden.
I'll be right back. You wanna go to the bathroom?
What?
He's going to the bathroom.
Oh
That's
no, not
fine,
him.
though.
I mean you.
Yeah.
Am I able to do that?
Yeah, he's fucking sure, yeah.
Okay, we're going up a -1. Come on, come on. I rolled a 12, but that's an 11.
Okay. So, we're just gonna decide which statuses you want to take down. What statuses do you have?
Pain 4, burnt 3, mental damage 3, and bludgeon 3. Also, migraine 2,
Don't worry about those
and
ones
bludgeon
just yet.
1. But yeah, I don't care too much about those.
Okay. So, let's just talk about it. Which statuses? What do you want to knock down by how much?
Pain and bludgeoned are the big one. Because I know I'm gonna get bludgeoned again, probably, if I fight anyone. That's a common one. Mental damage and burnt are rarer. I don't even remember who burned me, if I'm gonna be honest. So,
That was actually a little bit ago.
wait, damn.
It was one of the anomalies.
Okay. Yeah. So. God. I do want to get. Well, the thing is, I want to get all my 3s down, but I don't know if I'm able to do that. And my
I don't know
4
if you're able
though.
to do that either.
If
It
I
depends
let.
what you want to
Oh.
chop down by how much.
I was thinking pain by 2, burnt, mental,
Okay.
and bludgeon by 1.
Yeah, sure, that works.
If I
I
get
think I'm giving
if I
you a
get-
cap of 5 anyways, so
okay, if I get bludgeoned one more time, I'm back to bludgeon 3.
yeah, you can cut down that other bludgeon too. The other bludgeon one you have.
the bludgeon 1. Okay, that's gone then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit more
Or-
manageable.
Okay. Good. Because
Gotta
I
remove my
assume you
med kit.
walk through the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna before while this ad's going. This is where I wanted to see if my logos would work, because I want to be able to, like, if somebody attacks me, I want to be able to use cautious, because I'm kind of ready for something.
So you
Oh,
step
what the
through
fuck?
this door
Music.
and you see a shrine. And not only that, but you see a couple of people standing there. One of which being Topher. Another of which being someone you haven't seen in a while, actually. Not at all this campaign. It's a tall, muscular black dude with curly hair. In the best way to say it. You know him to be Harrison.
Harrison.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
And he's a jock of the school. There's a couple other figures there too. One of which being Poe. And another, a girl with the green hair, who actually has another opposing figure against her, as both of their heads snap up, and a bright white light appears from the girl's eyes and then disappears and falls to the ground. And a boy with pink hair and pink robes and a glowing pink and orange eye turns towards you and says, "Tell Atropos we send our regards." Snaps his figure and vanishes. And then, well, Bradyn, Royce, welcome to the church.
Would say I'm happy to be here, but this place is pretty shit. This dark town is though, so it's not much better.
Come on, look on the bright side. You won't need to hurt for too much longer.
Why hurt when you can be the one hurting? Sorry, I got a cough.
Yeah, come on, let's get him. I got Harrison.
Well.
He's the only one left up there that's still alive. Yeah. And I'm not going down that easy.
Only one left from where?
Up there, he points towards the shrine, where you actually see a couple of bodies, including the girl that was just, in the best way to put it, exercise. And there's a couple more bodies lie there. You can see that Harrison actually looks in a very rough condition.
Well, I'm gonna warn you guys. My last few fights, I haven't been able to land a single hit. Let's hope this one goes better. I'm going to,
I'd be dead otherwise. Why not risk it again? Well said.
Pretty much. Okay, I am going to huck a shadow javelin. Another one.
Both Harrison and Topher are actually going to charge.
Actually, what?
Are going to charge.
Oh, okay. I'm not.
Because they're distance attackers.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I can be. I'm using shadow play. How bright is this church?
It's actually fairly lit by torches.
Is it lit by sunlight? Or is it a really bright room?
It's underground.
Okay, penumbra. Yeah, so penumbra, shadow play, and so is it just mythos that I have?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Nobody's doing that.
It'd really suck if you could use the power of teamwork here, but
Or,
take what it has its price.
Or save the group.
Unfortunately, no, you're the only one who can make you back and take that roll.
Okay, so I'm rolling flat.
Okay.
Okay, so I miss. I got 3.
You miss, but Topher and Harrison also charge it. Also miss, because I rolled a 4.
Great.
The Poe just kind of steps back, a wave of ice forming behind him, slipping back behind their 2 attacks and through your shadow. As you saw Topher changed his hand to be a blade of like flesh, sort of.
Yeah.
And Harrison just tried to punch the shit out of him.
Okay. I'll charge him, make myself a good old shadow gauntlet, and when I get up to him really close that the others can't hear. You like ice a lot? Why don't you freeze? And so for that, I'm also gonna. I don't know if this is a good idea. I'm gonna temporarily lower the light levels too.
Okay. By the way, I'm just gonna give you like a hint on where the others are, like status-wise. Harris looks to be at about a 4.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming. Topher's last,
looks
I
to be at
assume.
about like a 2 or 3.
Okay, so he's like as bad as I am.
Yeah, pretty much. Harrison's a lot worse.
Me and Topher matching yet again. Jesus.
Roll a 4. Oh.
No, I rolled a 3 previously. I'm gonna use Night Shroud. What else was it? Convincing. And I can't use that status. But I'm gonna, yeah. So, what is this? A toe-to-toe? Or is this just a hit with all I got?
You know what? It'll be fun. Hit it with all you got, because the other 2 are helping you as well. They're both charging once again.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, actually, this is freeze, so this is a go toe-to-toe.
Thank
This
God.
wasn't like a charge. Especially if you don't want them to hear it, then yeah.
I've just got up close and personal, yeah. Okay, I think I'm rolling flat again, I am. Come on. I rolled the exact same as last time.
I was gonna say, it would really suck if you failed.
It's another 3.
Why don't you freeze? Your feet are frozen to the ground. Take Frozen 2. Actually, no, Frozen 1 right now.
Okay.
Any movement, you can't really move that well for roleplay wise.
Yeah, whatever.
As he just sort of slips back on a wave of ice once again, and fucking Topher barrels him. Oh shit, Topher rolled an 11.
Jesus.
So you see as Topher jumps at him, and as he jumps, he swaps between multiple different animals. And I'm gonna have him roll 2d6 flat real quick to see if he fails the self-control. He rolled a 4.
Oh
So
god,
Topher's-
of course he did.
So Topher spears the guy pretty much with his arm being a spike, and tackles him off. You've done enough shit to everyone here. It's about time you take some of your own goddamn medicine.
Ugh. Agreed. Let's.
So what happened to Edward? His death wasn't in vain. Neither are any of theirs. The Harrington like waves his hand towards the shrine. Oh please. All of theirs don't matter for shit. Do you know how many have already died at that shrine? The numbers grow to be irrelevant, you know. Yeah. Well, I'm about to make him relevant. Harrison's gonna go for a hit. He's at a -4. He gets a -2.
I was about to go for a hit as well.
You could go for a hit. Yeah, go toe to toe.
Okay, so I'm. Okay, we're going with throwing knives this time. I make a throwing knife. Penumbra and Shadow's play. Sorry,
Okay.
Shadow play, yeah. Come
That's
on,
fun.
come on. Flat roll. That's a 6.
You just miss.
I roll like
As-
shit.
Yeah, look, I can't say much about that. I kind of expected that to happen. The rolls this session. So we're actually, as you fight, we're gonna switch back to Adam, I guess, because I don't think Levin's here.
No, 11's here.
Shit, he is here. Okay, we're switching to Levin.
Sorry. Oh, shit.
Don't expect too long of a turn, by yourself at least. You're in the mist, and I just need you to roll me one more face danger. As you hear, enough!
Face danger for. I'm at -4. Okay. So, quick thing that is like mentally or like a physical thing. Am I about to get hurt?
This is kind of a combination. It's physical from a mental source. It's 100% physical.
Okay.
As the mist around you starts to sharply blow outward.
So I'm just gonna say I think I'm just gonna say I just saw it coming, so I'm going to put in forward feeling, I guess.
Sure. I'll let you. Because, oh wait, yeah, you're at minus. Yeah, fucking feel free.
Honed mind and
Actually, if you want to take a chance to change the game and get rid of the 4 status, I'm willing to let you.
I fully believe.
That's bullshit!
Actually, never mind. Fuck you.
I had to deal with the 4 status. He could deal with
Yeah.
his better rolls.
Yeah, actually, good point. Nope, I'm not giving you shit. Roll your face danger.
Yeah.
This will be a 5 if you're not careful.
okay, -2 then. Go. Four.
Okay. Yeah, you're going with the fog. You slam into the wall, and Adam, you're in the scene as well. As the mist. Oh wait, actually, I need you to roll face danger too.
Okay.
And this, surprisingly enough, is not against Maverick.
That's an 8.
Okay. You also get slammed into the wall. Both of you take. Was it mental damage or migraine or?
Mental damage, I think. That's what I took.
Okay.
Mental or physical? That's what you kind of said.
It's a physical mental damage. Unless you want to take. Unless both you and Kameron want to take more bludgeon.
No.
Yeah, then take mental damage, or in Aaron's case, apparently migraine. 2 if you completely failed, 1 if you didn't. Aaron, you're at migraine 3 now. But that's fine because you already have a worse status.
Great. Ah, crap.
He was already at my.
No, I changed it.
Okay.
Yeah. As all the fog disappears, and you see the room, and the people inside it. What you effectively see is, as it's into a clearing, Adam, you immediately spot Levin against the wall, just seemingly slammed into it. There's you and Maverick. You see Angela, who looks fairly hurt, and Dalton, who actually looks completely fine. You see a girl with darker skin and a camo sweatshirt standing more in the center. You recognize her as from one of the 9. And you actually see Ted with an amber jutting out from him as he's just kind of lying on the floor. You see 2 more people as well. No, actually, you see 1 more person. A girl with short, light blue hair. So effectively, you see 3 people from the. No, you see 4 people from the other class: Maverick, Dalton, Lydia, and Sherilyn. And from your group, the people that you see is Adam, Levin, Angela, Ted, and Doe.
And they're behind a weird barrier thing?
No. This is just all in the same room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And in the center of all of it is Dalton, who you could tell used the blast. I've had enough of all of this thing. You know, we all may have died, but what makes us that different from all of you? So I look around.
Not much other than that you died, and that you have different abilities. I still have no clue who you're side with, but considering you've been attacking us, I can only assume you're not with us.
Do we need one? I'm not fighting for a side, I'm fighting for revenge.
What did I do to you?
Left us to die.
That wasn't my call. I looked for you guys. For
Did you?
a good majority. I did, actually. I split apart from the main group in order to do so. I couldn't find you. I thought you were dead. At some point, I had to prioritize my own life over people I couldn't find.
I'm gonna let you know that these guys were the people who, they died before you even met up with any groups, or they died while you were on the roof.
Yeah, I know, but he's still gonna say that.
Okay. Say whatever you want. But
Trying to jake you.
the actions speak louder than words. And he looks dead at Angela. And your abandonment
showed us who all of you truly are. Let's look around. Where are some of your friends?
I hold nothing for remorse for the fact that you passed. And I hope that we can work something out so we don't eternally hate each other for something that ultimately was likely inevitable to begin with. I still don't even know if I'm going to make it out of here. I could very well join you very soon.
Roll convince.
And this is not affected by physical wounds?
No.
Okay. That is a 9.
Oh, that would have been nice to know my failed convince roll that I would have failed anyways.
Oh, sorry, I completely. Well, if it's
I
your
failed it
power,
regardless.
if it's your power, I'm kind of regarding the physical too.
That's
Your
fine.
power's a little
I
tricky.
failed anyways.
Yeah.
I rolled like a 5.
Okay. You see, he actually pauses for a bit, but we're gonna. I need the two of you to roll perception.
Me?
Both of you.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
Okay. Am I getting? Sorry, am I still getting the minuses?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do a honed mind, and that's gonna make me a -3 still.
Yep.
5.
Okay. So, as Dalton says, you know what?
Maybe him was not the worst call, but I have a class to stand up for.
And for the people who, so Adam, you see this because you rolled high enough on the perception roll. You notice a crack start to appear on the ceiling, and we're gonna switch scenes
That's
Over
pretty.
here.
That sounds good.
to Bradyn, as Poe's kind of moving around further than everyone else can reach on ice.
Oh well, it's
As- Yeah.
convenient that I have projectiles.
I'm gonna need you, Topher, and Harrison to roll face dangers.
Okay, I don't think I can use anything against the face danger because I can't use my logos, so... Wait,
Okay, totally.
this isn't mental, is it?
No.
I assumed it wasn't. Where's my thing? Oh yeah, no, I can't use shit. That's a -2. Come on! Wait, I have -2. I would have failed anyway, so that's a 4.
A 4? Okay.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, Topher rolled the same thing.
Great.
As ice starts to jump towards the both of you, Harrison actually steps out in front of it. And he's gonna cop the move for the both of you.
Damn.
Which, standing directly in Poe's path, as he freezes solid, I need you to roll a look beyond the mist.
Oh, I was just gonna put up a like shadow wall or something, but okay. What the fuck does that mean?
So that's a new move. This move actually exists. It's essentially an investigation move. But
Oh.
it's kind of a mix between investigation and perception, ironically enough,
Okay.
but for the supernatural.
So if this is a mental, do I need to apply any of my physical attacks? Wait, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm still using a -2 because I'm migraine.
This bit's fun. But yeah, as Harrison, before the ice hits, he turns, looks back at the two of looks back at the two of you.
Kick his ass for me.
As
Will do.
the ice freezes him solid.
Okay, so there's nothing I can use here. Yeah, I failed hard.
Fuck, come on, dude. Okay.
I rolled a 6 with the
six?
-2, which is a 4.
Yeah, that roll was less for passing and more for dramatic effect. But,
She's really want me to
you see standing in front of you,
bump the notes.
not Harrison, I mean, standing more towering above, where Poe once stood. You see a large figure, one with, almost seemingly waves crashing around, and in his hand, a trident.
No.
As ice begins to jut around, and Poe steps up. You know what? I've had enough of all of you just crawling around, barely escaping under a gaze like goddamn maggots. As an ice trident formed in his hand, I think that it's time that your own help ends. That we show you all what we're really made of. As Russell appears through the wall. You step into our domain and try to stab us through the head. And as he stamps one foot on the ground, Harrison, frozen, just shatters. And I've had enough. Because I'm not playing this for fun anymore. I'm playing to win. Because no matter how much I'll be yelled at for just the fact that you won't die, I'll finally take the chance to allow all of us to end you once and for all. Thank you, all of you, for running into rather an exit. You ran into a dead end. You ran into our church. The Church of the Torchbearer. And that's gonna be your undoing. It's time, Russell. Time for a collapse. So, I need the two of you to be listening as well, because, actually, no. First, Bradyn, roll me one face danger.
This is why I don't follow other people's fucking advice.
I thought this was your idea.
It was Doe's. Really, she's the one who tipped me off about this place. I made the final shot. There's nothing I can use against this fucking face danger. That's a -2. Come on! Ooh, nearly snake eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 1.
Yeah, you're gonna take bludgeon 2 as a metal pillar slams you into the wall.
Back up bludgeon 3.
I'm gonna have Topher roll for this. He passes, actually.
He's more likely to hit than I
out of the
am.
way. And we're gonna come back to Adam and Levin. You hear 2 booms from the outside of the wall, and the crack on the ceiling grows. Both of you have one action before I have the 3 of you make a roll.
I don't even know where the fucking door is.
They don't need to.
Oh, well.
But the people around do. What the hell was that?
Everybody out now.
Yeah.
I know you're dead, but even if this was your plan, it's foolish. You're gonna get injured in the process too. We should all get out of here.
What's the chance?
I don't care about the chances. I want a second chance. If you're here, we might be able to get you out. You can live again, or at least whatever you are now, you can live.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Nobody's fucking wrong with me. I can take it.
Oh my god, Sam.
Angela looks up, and We don't have enough time to get out. But we need to do our best to dodge it. We need the defenders to defend.
On it.
All of you prepare.
I will prepare.
Because this is going to be a test for our lives. The three of you all need to roll a little fun thing that I created. This is with 2d6, there's no negatives applied. And I call it Survive.
No.
Oh, well, you dodged the flashback that I was going to use to avoid my negative statuses, so
Well, I
that's
got a
convenient.
fucking 11.
You want me to roll 2d6? It's called Survive. You know I'm going to get a fucking snake eyes.
Oh, that sucks.
That's
Okay,
another
so
3.
this is just a. So it's just a straight 2d6.
I'm actually moving this clock. I think it's been fucking with my dice.
I got an 11.
11, okay. 3, and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna go.
Walk up to mine.
What did you get?
I was asking questions. It's like, is this just a straight roll? Or like,
Yeah, it's just a 2d6 flat called Survive, and I rolled a 3.
Okay. Go. 10.
Okay. So, I have notes on this. Give me 1 second to check. Okay.
Flashback
So-
for a second chance.
Okay.
No.
So, this one has a total and a partial fail. I'm gonna give it to you now. None of you partial failed. So we're gonna begin with, as first at the shrine, the room begins to collapse. Each and every wall colliding in on the two people that stand there. Topher's gonna roll as well.
I'm gonna look at Topher.
One of
See
the
ya.
dice landed on a warning. He took snake eyes.
Oh, you rolled worse than me! See you on the other side, Topher. If one of us make it out, or if neither of us make it out, I have a feeling this isn't gonna go well.
Don't worry. We got. Okay, you both get slammed.
Yeah.
Both of you are gonna immediately take the status critical condition 5.
Oh my god.
What the?
No, that was I used my last medkit already. I'll look for another one.
As both of your visions go black as all the walls collide on the two of you. Meanwhile, behind the wall, as everything starts bursting forward, you see from the shrines just a tidal wave of stone and rock, even as the rest of the bar starts to collide in. You got a 10 and 11?
Yeah, I got a 10.
Okay. So, the two of you immediately witness an absolute horde of force fields appear around. As the stone begins to just strike and crush. And you see as Levin, the force field to your right breaks, which is the one of Doe. As she just looks at you, nods, and then gets sucked into the debris.
Dude.
I
Yes,
wanted to make a roll before, but alright.
Cameron, if you say that she's dead, that would mean that. Oh wait, no, I'm not technically dead yet. God, this is horrible.
All of your visions go black. Oh yeah, the two of you take crushed 4. Oh no, sorry, you just rolled full pass. Never mind, battered 3.
Crust 4 doesn't even affect Aaron, bro. He's already got a 4.
Yeah, battered 3. Yeah, the two of you take battered 3. Trey, mark that down for Aaron, please. As the force fields manage to withhold the majority of the destruction before you hear a shattering and your vision fails. And Who wants the spotlight?
Me.
Okay. So, Bradyn, you wake up in your class, sitting in the back corner, pretty much. Around you is Levin, Bradyn, and your brother, Terrence, and also everyone else that was in your class. And you feel fine, actually. Wide awake. As your brother turns to you. And he just looks for like 15 seconds. Bradyn, how many have to die?
As many as it takes.
And you see as some of the people start to disappear in the seats. You recognize as the first ones to disappear are those of the 9 you were fighting, those who are in the class. Then, followed by Lincoln, Carson, and more. That's all it takes, huh? You find yourself convinced. Are you sure that you're always in the right?
When it comes to this stuff, pretty much, nobody else has an idea of what they're doing. Everyone else has the same idea that I do. If you don't, then you're not gonna make it out of here. The goal is to live. There's a few people that I'd die for here, not many, though. Because if I get home, I don't think you'll even recognize me. So, every time I see someone die, I remind myself of that. There isn't much to live for outside of here, but I'm sure it's all not surrendering to these fucks.
Do you think that they die for you in return? Do you think that you're even worth saving?
Oh, if you know me, well, you know I'd say I'm worth saving. Do I know if people would die for me? I don't. One maybe, but other than that, none. I don't care. I've never been weak.
Ezekiel also disappears. And there's not many left in the class anymore, actually. So you plan to make it out at any cost?
Not any, but not if it gets to a point, but almost any, you could say so.
Interesting.
By the way, I know this is a vision. I know you're not one for philosophical questions.
And you see as his form begins to morph into one of actually a girl. You don't recognize her at all. Not from your class. It appears to be one of the younger ones from Sanguinem.
If you're here to offer me a deal, the answer's probably no.
I'm not here to offer anything. I'm just here to say that you'll lose everything and more before you're out of here.
I've already lost most things. I can afford to lose everything if I have to. There's not much I have left, other than a little bit of water, a little bit of food. That's pretty much it.
And you feel No, and you hear someone step up behind you. And you actually see Leo.
Making your
And how
show
much more
again.
will it take till you finally give in?
There's a point, but have fun finding it. It's
Not my
very
goal.
deep down in my very deep soul.
Just don't forget to ask yourself why you're even alive this far.
I know I am alive. I know many things about me. I know I'm not entirely alive due to my own means, although a lot of them are my own means. There's a good chunk, though, that aren't my deeds. But,
Think about it. How many hours have you stood without rest?
not sure. I slept before the fight, I'm pretty sure. Bit hard to remember.
There's a reason. There's a reason for everything, actually, around here. But you're not much for reason, are you?
Oh, I'm much for reason when it falls in the normal means, but get into the supernatural and I'll stick to my own opinions. If science can't prove it, then I'll have to prove it to myself.
We know where you're going.
I don't
All
care.
of us. And, quite frankly, I'm not going to be the one to stop you.
Oh,
You got
please.
bigger issues to worry about.
I've already seen the one who will be the one to stop us.
I need you to look beyond the mist again.
I'm gonna fail this. Okay, so what do I use? Is critical condition 5 mental?
No. You don't have any negative tags in this state.
Yes!
This is a dream sequence.
I rolled a
Or at
7.
least from what you think.
That clock was fucking me. I would have rolled another 3, by the way. I rolled a 7.
Okay. So, on a 7, you see that rather than just Leo standing in front of you, he almost stands in seemingly clouds holding a bolt of lightning. And you see a shining, almost marble structure behind him, just for a second. But then it disappears. Besides, they'll be waiting. I'm just wanting you to be ready.
I was already gonna be prepared.
Because
Still
your
doesn't
biggest
change a thing.
problems... He points over to the actual other back corner of the room. May not be us residents for too much longer. Not until you deal with him first. You know who's sitting there.
Noah.
Yep.
The one I despise the most.
Yeah, well,
Dumbass.
it's funny. Because he too was once in your position. And your brother turns to look back at you. How doesn't he know that he was right? Why is he wrong?
Because
He's alive.
Because his
are
logical
you.
skills are about a fraction of a functional human being. Not even just me. A fraction of all the idiots who thought that hiding was the way to escape. I know Noah's we're similar in some ways, different in more ways. But Noah doesn't have the intelligent capabilities to last super long. All he knows how to do is destroy.
Oh, please. There's more people in this class that use higher similarities to that Noah. And you see in the class as one final person disappears from their seat, which is Doe,
Yeah.
So it's going to be rough out there. And who's going to take the blame when it all collapses?
If those morons want to blame me, I'll find another way out. I don't need to listen to their whining. I don't care.
And your vision actually fades back into darkness. Who wants to go next? Levin. You wake up and you're actually back in Sanguinem. Except not the one that it is nowadays. You feel a lot younger, actually. You look and see drawings, maps of the town. Ones that you drew. And you look at one off to the side that your parents tried to take from you, actually. It was written almost off in a sense. Almost a quarter to a third of the town you labeled as rubble. And you actually hear movement from downstairs. Do you travel down?
Yes, I go downstairs.
Okay. As you peek around the corner, you see your mother and father. And both speaking to each other, almost hushed as if not to disturb you. You want to listen in?
These are up.
Roll investigate. Use any tags you want to. You have no negatives.
So a lot of mistakes.
Homegrown advantage.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
Looking for answers.
Okay.
Then that's gonna be that.
Okay.
So, +2 on this roll is a 13.
Okay. So your parents are discussing. You hear, I don't care what the TV said. We have to leave, and we have to leave now. You don't get it, Margaret. They're lying to us. What?
You name Margaret?
You're being absolutely ridiculous. Look, there's no reason for us to leave. I don't care if some families have already left. There's nothing wrong here. Look around. Everything's wrong here. Most of the children here, have you seen them? The ones walking up to our house? Please, we haven't even told Levin yet that his friend disappeared. Why the hell do you think we should stay here? This place is a hellhole. And if my apocalyptic sense ever tingled, it's ringing right in my ears right now. You watch too many of these goddamn shows. We don't need to leave. Some of the families already have. Why don't we follow? They're the safer ones anyways. Notice that most of them are the ones with children too. Like one of their kids, I think Leo was his name, dropped something off on the way into our mailbox. Another one, Tobias, has been already mailing Levin's stuff. I've been confiscating it all, but it's all weird. Nothing's right here. Someone's messing with something. And I've never trusted the mayor since his daughter disappeared. So we're leaving, and we're leaving now. You know what? If this is the hill you're willing to die on, fine. But you're keeping the alcohol distillery here. Hold me back. Let's and we are going to cut to black. So Adam, you actually, your eyes open and you're just standing in an open, not really like field, more of a like dust hell, kind of what Sanguinem is. But it's like barren, and in front of you is a boy, seemingly a couple of years younger, with a large backpack. His eyes glow black and gold. And you think this is an anomaly, but you've never seen him before. You know, you've been interesting enough this whole time. I find it funny that you're not funny, but
I get what you mean.
marvelous that you're still alive.
I'm surprised too. I'm pretty good at getting myself hurt, honestly.
Like, I mean, there's some people out there for your blood specifically.
Like which ones?
Ones that don't like that the town holds little connection to you. Even most of your friends at least got tied down. There's something different about you.
I don't know what the fuck it is any more than any of you do.
Yeah. That's the fun bit, because we get to learn through all of this after all. Some
Yeah.
people have gotten tired of killing. Some have just started, actually. This is some of their first times in the game.
You keep calling this a game, which
Do you not see it for what it is?
to me this is a hunt. Hide and seek, of course, but different rules than a usual hide and seek game. It's clear you've refined some shit. Done this before.
Yeah. Done this for years.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of turns back, and you just see line upon line of gravestones before they briefly disappear.
So what
After
do you
all,
want?
people have escaped before. They've won. It's funny because I've never seen more than one make it out. But I think you guys might actually have a chance.
And what are you trying to get done? What's
Just
your...
here for fun out of my own accords.
Of course, but I figure there's probably a reason why you're talking to me out of everybody else that was in this little incident.
You're the most interesting. I've seen others fall down the same route many times before. Corruption, the holding, markings. I've never seen what one of them's done, but I guess there's something new every time. But most of your gang manages to tread an even thinner line than the others did. It seems to be keeping them alive for now. Or more specifically, slowing down their deaths.
It's the best I could hope for, I guess. I doubt there's any real saving anybody else in this game.
Well, you'd be surprised. He kind of points back to a gravestone. After all, she died so that others could live through that rubble, whatever it was.
That might be true, but I'm not exactly looking to die here.
Yeah.
As much as I love my friends, I am a bit selfish.
So
Not everything's perfect, I guess.
And what's interesting is a lot of people would say the same. We've had people sacrifice themselves. We've had people make it to the finish line and shove their friend beyond. But what we haven't had any solid victory. One person they win out of cleverness, not out of brute force, if that wasn't obvious enough.
Are you saying that I'm winning out of brute force?
Oh no, not at all. If you use brute force, you're gonna die.
No, true.
You saw what brute force does.
I did. Although, it kind of scares me because I think some of the people I'm going with are starting to think that that's the only way out of here. I can't see the reasoning in it, though.
There are many ways out,
Of course.
but
I feel like there are ways that can make it a little bit easier than make it purposely difficult.
your prime path's already under watch. If you go for it, you may make it out.
There's
Or you may
always
suffer a cost, or both.
I doubt you guys made one exit. I'm sure there are other ones. We just have to find them.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a game without any fun. Killing all of you as you run towards one exit, that gets boring. We have an obvious exit. And there's some unobvious ways that I've thought of to escape.
Of course.
But I'll leave that for
Were you
probably
ever on
forever.
our side of the game?
Yeah. A lot
What
of us
year?
were.
What year?
Year? Oh, it was a while ago.
Hmm.
You don't really remember the years once time flies by.
Before or after Levin was here? In the beginning or...
I really have no clue what you mean.
Levin used to live here.
Yeah.
I'm asking if you were here in the very start, when he was here.
Most of us were. Actually, I think all of us.
It must have happened before. And why
Like,
was
you
there
mean-
such a big gap in years? That's actually really curious. How was he able to live here for so long? Is it like 30 age gaps between games, or is it just...
Who? Levin?
Yeah. He grew up here. I figure probably a few years without games if that's the case, but you said you played, but also before Levin was here, presumably, so...
He's never been here recently.
No. But
Most
he
of us
grew up...
are proud that he returned. All of us grew up. The games pass a long span of time, and nothing's really what it seems here.
Hmm.
I was alive when he was. All of us were. Just like I was alive when you were alive. Maybe not the same age, but I was alive.
Then what changed that? I assume there's a greater cause than just fucking playing a game.
Well,
Seems more...
the
guys
game's
don't-
our fun.
Of course, I get that part, but...
The cause
There has
really
to
isn't
be-
mine to explain.
Who would I have to talk to that about? That for?
Oh, if you wanted to really know, you'd need to speak to the horsemen.
Of course.
We're the adults, but they've been out of town for as long as I can remember. They
You
whisper
say that-
murmurs of returning. Of course, not in whatever this is.
Of course. Okay. Is there anything else you want to discuss? I figure I'm
Yeah.
probably going to be here for a while.
I came here
So long.
not only to talk, but because this is for some of my own fun. I'm
Alright.
gonna give you an offer. An exchange, even.
Alright. I'm
You
all
can
ears.
have a weapon. Think of your own creation that you can use to make even more of your own mark. It won't kill. Nothing really does. But it'll be more effective than nothing. Or be more effective than what you have now. It just involves a sacrifice.
What do I need to give up?
That's up to you. What are you willing to give? And is it enough?
I've noticed that the town gives
It gives and
addition,
takes.
but I've noticed strictly that it gives additions of power.
Who's to
Give
say I'm not offering the same?
one of my friends able to make shadows. One of my friends is able to pull down trees. I stumbled upon the ability to further control my glass. What if I was able to give you that half?
That's intriguing to me.
I get to keep my base ability, but you get the addition, which means we split it halfway. And in return, I get whatever gift you give me in place of whatever the town gave me.
Of course. That sounds solid enough, of course. What I also want in return, I want some information.
Sure.
I want some information on the outside. It's been a long time.
What do you want to know?
How is the world after Sanguinem? How did you end up here?
Field trip. Pretty shitty one. I offered it as a fucking way to get out of working for a day or two. Little trip. I don't really think the teachers knew what the fuck they were getting into. I don't even know if the teachers were the ones that put the idea on spot. Honestly, I feel like somebody from here put the concept in their mind.
Maybe, but the teachers, like, you mean, aside from the one who left immediately, the adults are gone. No need to worry about them.
Yeah, well, that's really the only reason why we came here.
I find it interesting. This is one of probably the largest groups I've seen get here. It just seems to have been getting larger and larger in the past, I think. The group before was the largest before, but I stumbled across here with maybe 5 of my friends. We only lasted about a day or so.
How long has it been now for us? A week?
Oh, I don't even know. I really don't know how any of this works, but that's the fun bit, isn't it? A little bit of mystery to add to the confusion.
Just a bit. I mean, ultimately, I really only came here to get out of doing a test. If I knew what was going to happen here, I probably would have never gotten on that bus, though.
I think most people wouldn't.
There are some freaks that probably would.
One
Like
freak
that
in
one.
specific's pretty, is found pretty intriguing by the rest, of course.
Super senior?
I don't even know what that means.
That means he was a senior in high school, but then he failed and stayed back another year.
Well, I don't know.
He's by far the oldest out of everybody that was on that bus. We're like 99% sure he fucking diddles kids too. It's actually bad. That's why nobody likes him.
I don't really need to hear about any of that.
Yeah, kind of figured. But
He's also a mass murderer. I think that's probably one of the reasons no one really likes him anymore.
yeah, well, we didn't really like him when we came here either.
The mass murderer part just kind of made a few more reasons not to like him. But yeah, the outside world, depending on what year you came here, I don't really know. Things haven't been too dramatic in change. Technology's advanced depending on whenever you were here. Really anything you'd expect, really. It's nothing too exciting.
Like, I mean,
no, they did
what's
open
the fate of this town? What's it even seen as?
They say that it was some kind of chemical waste dump thing. And then they had it evacuated. That's
Yeah.
really it. Although, I'm assuming at this point that was probably just a cover-up. Or,
I need you to roll Look Beyond the Mist.
11.
Okay. With that, you see that you witness him more shift in front of your eyes. You see, as he gets taller, more adult-like, the bag changes more into just kind of, well, where the bag seems more fitting rather than like oversized. And he wears sandals with 2 wings at each end. Well, with 2 wings on the heel end. Because, after all, I'm truly here to help someone out. Of course, a bargain's a bargain.
Of course.
And your deal sounds good enough for me.
I'll reach my hand out.
Before we shake on it,
Better roll. Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna tell you that there is a catch.
And that is?
The power is located in the town. I don't have it on hand. I can point you the direction. I can point you where to go. It will not be guarded.
It will not be guarded.
No one else, pretty much no one else really knows it exists. It's a fun little exploration, I think.
I see no qualms in that. In addition, I might learn something new anyway.
Maybe. And he reaches out his hand.
While we're still here, I do have another question.
He retracts it. Yeah.
I found a skull with a seemingly bottomless hole in the side of it. Do you know anything about that? I'm actually going to pull it out because I still have it on me, theoretically.
You do. Not weird at all.
No, I kept it with me, but like
I'm
also...
waiting for you to pull it out in public. I haven't forgotten.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not taking that out in public. Fuck that.
Oh, that's a warning.
Warning.
Like
Warning
me.
what?
I told you that some are out to get you.
Of course, but who
Someone
would...
in particular is growing less and less patient.
Did I meet him in the library?
You've met him before. You've met him a couple of times. And after all, I suppose he'll be the test before you get the power, because if he even catches wind of where you're going, he'll kill you.
Oh, hope he doesn't fucking find me then.
Or at least attempt to.
Yeah. Alright.
Just beware of Chase.
Alright.
You won't be able to run from him forever, but it's likely that even a fight head-on, you could survive.
Considering the last fight and how beat up I am right now, I don't really think I'm in too hot of a condition to fight anybody for too long without
Probably not.
that item you're offering. And even then, probably not.
But after all, thanks to various sacrifices made, he looks back and the gravestones kind of reappear for a second. You may even be better off than you were when you left.
Of course. Hopefully this little trade of ours has no negative effects that the town isn't told us about yet.
The trade will take effect once you reach this power.
Understood.
I guess I'll see you there.
See ya.
And he vanishes, leaving you standing in the field for actually quite a little while. Your vision goes on a fair bit longer than the other two's. Like a lot longer, like uncomfortably longer. Like longer to the point where you get bored.
Wait,
And
hold
then-
on. Can I recover while I'm fucking sitting here like a bitch?
Can I recover?
Unfortunately, no,
I
Kameron.
have the excess time.
No, because you technically don't have any negative effects right now.
Fuck.
Gotcha.
That's bullshit. You asshole.
And as you say that's bullshit, your vision turns to black.
And I die. The end.
Who wants spotlight?
Me. I'll take
Okay.
it.
So, Bradyn, you wake up. You have no effect except for. Fuck. You've crushed 4.
Not critical condition 5.
You'd be unconscious if you had critical condition 5.
Oh, okay. Wait, so do I not have like bludgeon, mental damage, burnt, migraine, pain, and frozen?
No. You wake up with the crushed 4. You are crushed 4 plus crushed 3.
Great. If someone hits me, I'm gonna get another crushed 3 bam.
Only if
4,
someone
bam,
crushes
jab.
you.
Bit hard for them to do that.
But you wake up in a pile of rubble. A couple of shards of ice near you. And you're alone.
Am I alone? Perception. There goes Aaron. Oh God. Okay.
Are you alone?
Am I? Can I use my logos now?
Yes.
Thank fucking God. Attentive, cautious. Yeah. Last man standing.
No.
Ah!
Look, that tag's gonna come in clutch one day, but it's not today.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I got a fucking 3.
Fucking hell.
Well, I actually rolled a 5, but
Okay. You're alone. Where are you? You're actually
I don't
not,
fucking care. I'll get
you're
up.
not just paranoid. Okay. You get up. Some dust tramples by. An oversized rat steps on your foot. And then hits the sunlight and dissolves into mist.
Well, this shit just got fucking complicated. I'll look around the rubble.
Okay, roll perception again.
God, this can be
Or-
ass.
Or investigate, I don't know, whichever one of you want, I guess. If you roll high enough, I'll reveal something.
We'll do
And if you roll
Perception.
low enough, you'll get that reveal just a lot later.
perception. I'm looking for people in the rubble, so
Okay.
save the group.
Yeah.
What else can I use? I use those 2 last ones. You know what? Can I use the shadows to make my life a little and by make my life a little easier, I mean just use the shadows to help me search for people.
How?
Move rubble out of the way.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Shadow play. What time? How is it outside?
I don't know. How many tags have you used?
I've used 2.
Yeah, like, I mean, the time's kind of been the same. It's daylight.
Fuck. Okay.
If
can't
it was
use that.
if it was nighttime, you'd probably be dead.
Oh
Actually,
no, I
you
just
should be
didn't know
dead
if it was
anyways,
like
kind of punched. That's
stupid
probably-
cloudy or something.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a -2.
Okay.
That is a good old 4.
Fucking hell. You need new dice.
I'm not replacing the red and whites.
The red and whites have fucked you over twice.
Doesn't matter. Bro, Google fucks me over just the same. You know what? I'll use that instead.
On a 4, you spend a little bit searching.
I just got a 1 on my first fucking dice.
You ultimately find nothing.
And a 4. I would have failed anyways.
You find nothing.
That's fine. You know what? I'm just gonna prop myself against the building and chill.
Okay. We're gonna cut.
Yeah.
Because I cannot justify anything without a time skip because of how bad you botched those rolls.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just waiting for other people to show life.
Who wants to spotlight next?
Sure.
I think it's Bradyn's turn.
Okay. So, Aaron. You wake up. You're alone, except for you notice all around you, nearly as far as you can see in every direction, is just rubble.
Okay, so do I see like any body parts now sticking out?
I don't know, do you? Roll perception.
Yeah. Okay, so okay, so honed mind. Did not need to say that with an accent, so that's all attacks apply to me now, right?
Oh shit. No, you have battered 3. That's your only tag.
Okay.
So you have a 3
All I
status.
have. Just battered 3.
Yes.
Okay.
You can get rid of anything else.
Okay, so on a -2 roll, I get a. That'd be a. Okay, that's a 5.
5? Okay. Fucking nice one, by the way.
I'm rolling ass, I know.
You know what?
You're rolling us.
I'm gonna roll something.
Roll, guys, and we're about to get raped from
That's
the
fake.
asshole.
Okay, you see nothing. I rolled a 5.
Oh yeah.
Actually, you know what? Nah, you do see something, actually. You see, a hand. Still.
Okay, so I'm gonna get the rubble off.
Okay.
So let's say.
Change the game.
Telekinesis. Looking for answers. Then that's just what I'm doing.
Okay.
So on a -1, that'd be a 7.
Thanks. Yeah, you passed. Okay. So, you move the rubble out of the way, and you recognize, although very battered, though, still.
Okay, gonna check on it. Wait, nope. You already said she's already battered.
Oh, I mean very battered. More battered than you.
Okay. Can I check for a heartbeat? No, wait, no,
Yeah.
she's probably alive. Oh,
You can check.
for
Okay. You don't even need to roll because she's dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's definitely dead.
Fuck. So might as well just carry her body. I don't.
That's up to you. Yeah.
So
And-
I'm gonna look for. Okay, you go.
Yeah. As you're walking, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
I was gonna say I was gonna look for more people.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me investigation.
Okay, honed mind. Investigates.
You didn't use Hone Mind last roll, did you?
I don't think so. I used telekinesis
Okay.
and for answers.
I just don't actively remember, so I'm just making sure.
To be honest, I didn't really remember that while you're there.
Yeah.
So on a -2, that's a 9.
9? Okay. You see two figures in the distance. But far in the distance. In fact, you almost perceive them through a sixth sense sort of way. You know that there are people in a direction, but you don't see them.
Huh. A sixth sense, you say?
Yeah. But what you do see, actually in the distance, is a... What do you call the thread spinning machines?
A soak machine?
Yeah, you get where I'm going with this, right?
No fucking idea.
Oh no, I'm not asking you, I'm asking Aaron. Like the thread weaving machine, like the...
No, I
Weaver.
forgot what
like
it's
a
called.
weaver.
Sewing machine.
Yeah, close enough, sewing machine. And you see that there is one strand that just continues to go on and on.
Thread? Oh.
Thread, yes. And you smell the scent of bonfire.
So... so earlier you said I sensed like two people, but they
Yes.
weren't... I couldn't see them, or...
You sense that there are two people that are extremely far away. In fact, you actually sense another two now. But this time, right in front of you. Except, but sort of at the wool, the weaver, but not physically there.
I'm gonna go closer, I guess.
Okay. As you do, I'm going to cut. Adam,
Yep.
you wake up in a sea of rubble.
Alright.
You only have the status battered 3.
We do in fact ball.
And what do you do?
Who else is around me?
Roll perception. If you mean like obviously so in your immediate vicinity, you don't see anyone. But if you could roll perception to look for people.
Yeah, I get you. 8.
Okay. On an 8, you hear footsteps.
I will turn to them.
Okay. And through this smoke, you see a figure approaching. One that's tall with platinum blonde hair. That you saw before the fight ended, but Not in the middle room, when the battle came to a halt. You see Xavier.
Alright. How we doing?
You survived?
Apparently.
Interesting.
So,
I managed
sort.
to make it out.
You find anybody else that did too?
Not so far. I haven't seen anyone who failed to either.
Should we look?
Roll perception.
N.
10? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely should. As he says that, one of his eyes, the pupil flicks to gold, and then returns back to its standard color.
So, how have you been doing?
Just about as well as everyone here.
It's been a bit since we talked, just one-on-one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been. I'm not too much for one-on-ones with anyone, after all. Aside from Angela, but
Yeah,
she's been distant.
I get it.
Turns out when you focus so much on saving the unknown, you don't see what's right in front of you.
Yeah.
She's caring, brave, determined, but naive.
Speaking of, has this town done anything like fucky with you? Well, I've seen it do some big fucky things with the other people, like Levin and fucking everybody else who's gained extra abilities. You got anything like that?
It's messed with everyone, of course.
No,
Like, I mean,
not everybody.
ever since I got struck by Leo, I think it was, and got a tattoo and was out, I've always felt off. I sometimes tend to fade into the background, some would say. Naturally. Or unnaturally in some means.
I only ask because I just watched your eye turn gold.
Not strange.
Real strange. I'm gonna lift up some rubble, but I'll keep an eye on him out of the corner of my own.
Okay. As all of you, not all of you, as you search around, he just kind of still continues to talk. After all, I've spoken to, although not much was small talk, I've spoken to most around, serving as the scout for a while. I found out quite a bit.
Like what?
I know everyone's goals, after all. Most people have a good heart. I can tell you, yeah.
Can you tell me more about the guy that's fucking wants me dead, apparently?
Who?
Oh, I thought you were talking about one of the freaks. I don't know what you're talking about.
I got no clue.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
don't even have a clue about any of them.
Because a lot of them seem to be talking with survivors, like they have side goals. I just got done with talking with one in a fucking vision after I blacked out. Like, everybody seems to be having combos with them, and I don't know who knows what and who doesn't know what. It's fucking confusing.
I've had my own, but it's irrelevant.
Fair enough. I figure neither of us really want to talk about what we've talked about with them.
But I've learned that despite good intentions, it leads in the wrong direction.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Angela seeks to save those who are already gone, unknowingly throwing everything away in the process. Some follow her, another roused with suspicion, feels responsible for the death of 2 friends early on. Although
You
there
feel
was nothing that could be done to stop it.
You feel responsible, or she does?
I never said that was me nor her.
Must be here. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to tell with your accent sometimes, but that might just be me.
I'm just explaining the group.
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm just trying to understand a bit better.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power, after all, especially in this shit show.
Or sometimes power can mean power as well.
True. So,
As the two of
I
you
was-
keep.
I was tipped off by one of them that brute force is not the way to go with this, apparently.
Like, I mean, everyone thinks differently.
True. But
We don't need
I
to
gotta-
necessarily trust
I
those
gotta-
things.
I don't gotta trust them, but considering some of them are actively trying to help out others, I might as well heed his words and try and think more logically about things. Even if I do end up brute forcing things, better to take things a little bit more logistically now.
Even the people that want to help the others still have their own interests at heart.
Yeah.
I
don't
wouldn't bother myself with any of the anomalies.
I have no
As
clue who I
the
trust
column.
anymore.
You can't trust much yet. That's the problem.
You're not wrong.
Who wants to spotlight?
I'll take it if I'm actually gonna be doing something. But I don't know
Okay.
if you want me to wait.
You will be.
Okay.
Just roll perception.
Well, I can use some of my tags again. So, cautious, attentive. Anything else I can know? Come on, go! Yeah! That's a 4.
Okay, we're gonna switch teams.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
I'm actually gonna have you last before I end this.
What's
So
the
we're
Google
gonna hit the
Dice?
other
What's the
two
Google
first.
Dice roller want to do? That was even lower. It's not
Actually,
the
I
dice.
don't even know how to end this now. Oh well, we'll see. Levin, you're next.
Got it. So I'm still carrying Doe's body, and I'm going
Don't know
towards,
why,
like,
but
the
yeah.
My
Sorry,
thoughts-
you do you.
Levin thoughts like she doesn't deserve to die here.
She's already dead. Okay, but that works too. Yes.
A little delayed here.
So, are you walking? You were walking towards the loom, right? That's what it's called, by the way.
Yes.
I actually didn't search it up. I just remembered now.
Ah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So as you walk towards it, you feel, well, you smell the bonfire scent get even stronger, and you feel a ripple as now 2 figures sit on it. One on the left and one in the middle. Sorry, on the left of you, so stage right. And one is spinning the cloth while another measures it out and then turns up and looks at you. And he's a boy that appears to be around your age, with pink hair, a pink cloak, and the two bright glowing eyes, which glow different colors, one pink and the left eye glows orange. The girl is also appears to be around your age, with pale white skin, pale white hair, a tattered jacket, and bright pink eyes. As the boy looks up to you and, well, welcome, Atropos. Or Atropos, whatever.
What?
What? You forgotten?
No, I genuinely didn't know what you said. What word?
Atropos.
Oh.
If you don't know what I'm saying, you don't know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I get what you're going for.
You get what I've done. Yeah. Welcome, Atropos, to home, in a sense.
Travis. Oh. So you two are...
Yeah. Call me Lachesis, or I also go by Tobias. And on my right, Clotho. She's not much of a talker. We leave that up to me.
So these are the threads of fate?
Well, a little flawed, but we don't control everything that goes around in this town. We represent what does, but actual control lies out of our hands. Besides, it's not like the threads ever end. And as you see around you, there are actually strands and strands of threads tying everything together, with no end in sight. Everything's been strung on without a cutoff. Especially now. Before, the town managed that itself, but now fate's winded tangled. All messed up. Maybe that's why the town affects people it did, or maybe that's just me being cynical. What did you do after all? What do you do? What's your purpose?
I fight to... What was it again? I fight for who is... Getting hazy.
Yeah. My main goals, neither me nor Clotho serve to give you a change of heart. But I tell you to not forget where you came from. You know where you belong. So, I'll tell you a bit about myself. And a bit about her. Because I am the reader of fate. The middle. The one who measures the strand. And it may not equate directly to fate anymore, but I go by another name, one that I enjoy. A priest. I read the blood. I make sure everything works in order before letting all of them serve their true purpose.
I see.
Do you? do you just acknowledge just wishing for me to disappear? You yearn for an older life, I can see that.
Do I?
You wouldn't be here otherwise. I know you because I've read it all. I know everyone. All I need is just to be able to see more closely. And I've gotten to, at least in the past. My most recent reading happened not even too long ago. Of course, it was cut a little short by... And you see as his eye, like, his orange eye glints to more of a golden color. An interruption. Someone thought it was fun to filter with the threats of fate. They cut them out, try to free them, not knowing what destiny has in store. Not knowing what to see. Not knowing what to think. They'll all die at the end. And you with them.
Death comes on to all one day.
Not to us. Or it can, but only in a certain video. There's a way. Not for a mortal, but there's a way. The adults will be returning soon. I've been sending it. Ever since all of you arrived, you all were a signal, but the signal just won't stop. And it grows to be more dangerous. It all will. Because the game won't come to an end. You aren't the first, and you won't be the last. You may not be on the same level as all of us, but deep down, I see all. And it's all the same. All deadly. Haunting. Ragged. Disturbing to the inner soul itself. And you run from it. And you're tired, out of breath. You can't run forever. The threads connecting everything sort of weave moving rubble all around, almost tying it in a sense. Because you're in over your head. Far over your head. And who's to say that this isn't a threat? That I don't just want another specimen to read. I've seen the maps you've thrown. You've seen it all. And I want to know how. And you see as Clotho Moore pauses reading and his eye returns from golden to orange. But of course, it's nothing to worry about. We're all fine here. We're all friends here. And his eye shifts back to gold. Or at least, until the grasping returns. Many lay in hiding. Only the most notable come to play. We number more than you'd ever think. More than you'd ever be willing to believe. We draw contracts
we manipulate all towards an end that one never understands. So, Atropos, this is a threat. You can keep playing your game, or you can turn back. It's the same either way. They wish to hunt. And to everyone, it's a game. Even to you, it'll become a game. Lives are meaningless. Everything less and less until time passes by in the blink of an eye. Until our friends' threads that bring upon life will bring death. Until we become something greater. The Horseman of Family has decided to speed up the prophecy. And you only have so much time left on a non-ticking clock as the girl's patience grows thin. So this is a warning. This is a threat. This is a message. Just beware. This town both is and isn't your friend. And you should never know what the next move is. Good luck.
After all, fate is upon us. Those who weave thread, those who measure the thread, and those who cut short.
Exactly, but unfortunately enough, when it goes out of control, then people start to get worried. Threads start to tie together, and almost nothing seems to make sense anymore. So, will you be the one to set balance? You don't need to, after all. Everything will fall apart, there or not. I think it's more entertaining if you help your friends, but only as far as you want to, after all. You're more free than they'll ever be.
And he begins to just fade. Until, once again, you stand in front of a empty loom.
I walk back.
You just see Rebel.
Okay, I think we're going to cutscene there.
Yep. So we are going to cut to Kameron, but I need to take a fucking first. His voice killed my throat. I'll be back in 1 minute. I can't do this shit.
I just got one last thing I want to do.
It took me
What?
a bit to realize what you were doing, because, I don't know, I only realized what you were doing when you say Clotho.
What?
Okay, Dave's not there.
David's not here. I'm just trying to see, and don't repeat this to David because they'll probably kill him otherwise. I'm trying to see if Tover's alive. But
Okay.
we'll see eventually. I've got one thing to do that should yield results.
I got something to do for you as well!
David, I only knew what you were trying to do when you mentioned Clotho.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Tobias.
Oh god, my throat hurts. I might not be able to do this tomorrow because I might not be able to talk tomorrow. We'll see.
That's fine.
Yeah. No, so I'm just gonna give you guys a quick brief on what I plan to do for the session. Aaron, that was it for you.
Got it.
I think that was a good end off. Then, Kameron, you have a bit that's gonna happen, and Trey, for me, you have a small bit that's gonna happen, but it's gonna be at the end.
No, that's fine.
Okay. So
I know what I'm doing
Oh.
though. So
Okay. We're gonna cut back in 3, 2, 1. So Adam, you and Xavier are continuously just walking through the rubble, searching around. And he just stops all of a sudden.
Yep.
I think that something's near. Sorry, I don't know if I just fucked the voice again. I don't know. My voice, I don't have rememberative voices.
it was a little deeper, but I could be wrong.
It's might be near.
Something near.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right. Okay.
Any clue what it might be?
Not at all. Can sense. Maybe not a survivor, but I sense residents of some left behind.
Should we go check it out?
We can. It's up to you.
Should. I want to hear your opinion too. Think it's a good idea or a bad idea?
I'm intrigued enough. I think, why not?
Alright, let's go.
It's off to the east. And he points. East? Yeah. If we start moving, we'll make it there in probably a couple minutes.
Alright.
So as the two of you keep walking down, I want you to roll perception.
That is 9.
9? Okay. You don't have any fucking clue where you're going, like, in comparison to anything that was in the town, because you're practically in like a sea of rubble. Which you did understand before, but you also kind of get the vastness of how strange this is. But also, you see that the like bottom ends of Xavier's hair appear to be a bit black for a moment and then disappear back to the pale white color.
You sure nothing's up with you, dude?
I'm fine.
Sure.
Like, I mean, the town's been having effects on my appearance. I know that much is true.
Yeah, I've encountered mimics. I've encountered people who seem to have abilities that can alter their appearance. You can never be too careful. I doubt that if you were one, you would state it, but
Before
Something-
I encountered Bradley, my appearance was altered for the worse. As you two just walk, you see more of a clearing up ahead. I managed to subvert that. I changed this torment to my own benefit.
Fair enough.
There's no need to hide. Especially not now. We move towards the remnants of a graveyard.
Alright.
And you see a small gate up ahead. And the two of you cross it as you hear it like creaking. And to the graveyard, which you sort of recognize because it's very similar to the first time you went there. I forget if you went there a second time. And the second time you went there.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Where You actually see a torch lit that glows a pale green.
That's new.
New, but all the same.
I guess.
After all, this is the graveyard of those who don't want to be remembered for much longer.
I feel like you know more than you're letting on. No offense.
I know an awful lot.
Yeah. Mind sharing it with me?
Not particularly. Not now. You'll discover later. But after all, these gravestones, we recognize them. Our classmates. Of course. I sense death.
So do I. There's a graveyard after all, but where are you sensing it specifically?
I mean, direct death.
New, fresh.
Yes. And I believe it belonged to one of the 9, the kid who wished to enact revenge. I presume they're just as scattered around the rebel as everyone else.
Although you assume
in
that
West
they're
States,
dead.
I presume that they may lay to rest.
Alright.
Of course, there are more things than I understand in here, but this graveyard, and he kind of pans around, also stands as the home of those who deserve to be forgotten. As he kind of turns and looks at a gravestone with a name scratched out. And he looks at the words, which you recognize to be some foreign, almost like Latin-like language, but he looks at it and just kind of looks away. Everything's scratched out.
Yeah, I noticed that the first time I came here.
The crypts don't lie here anymore, but they were just as bad.
Of
So,
course.
I have a question for you, Adam.
What's up?
Why bother continuing?
Why not?
I know everyone has a reason.
My reason is because I want to. No other reason. What's yours?
People have given up their lives before to either escape or die trying.
Mm-hmm.
All with a reason. Most
My reason is
clearly failed.
that's really the only reason I have, because I want to. There's no outside proprietor to that. It's I
No,
decided I was going to, and I will.
Well, now I have a second question. One that is arguably more important than the first.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks over to another patch of graves. Now, the town, it affects you weirdly, but why?
I have no clue. Although I've been told by some of the residents that I seem to have a deeper connection to it somehow. I'm connected to this place, apparently.
A deeper connection or none at all? Do
I
you
was
belong
told.
here?
I was, from everything I know, not born here nor grew up here, but I could
Of
always be
course.
wrong. From everything I've heard from them, they say that I have a deeper connection. I don't think they've said that I have a lesser, but there can always be colliding concepts. I just have only heard that I seem to have a more connection.
More connection by showing less?
Apparently.
What power do you believe you would possess if the town expressed itself through you?
It did. It gave me my same ability. Amplified.
The
Although-
theme abilities tend to be completely different. Sometimes
No,
linked, but never excels. Even
Right.
Levin's stands on a different level to his old power.
Then I have no clue because it just gave me my ability. More of it.
What does the word oracle mean to you?
Shaman of some sorts. Nothing I've
And
seen before.
do you believe in fate?
I believe that there has to be something out there.
And
Good, evil. Something.
one final question. As he still pans over, as he still looks off to the graveyard. Where would you like your final rest to be?
Nowhere.
And as his form begins to adjust and melt and change, his hair from medium long platinum blonde to a short black, his eyes from pale to bright gold, his skin actually staying pretty much the same paleness, but his even clothes just changing in color and form, and he completely adjusts to someone that you've seen before in a library.
Done finding interest in me? Librarian?
Leaving you around.
Hmm.
I think it's time that Poe was right. Now that all eyes are off you, it's finally time to strike. And
So-
we are going to scene cut to Trey.
I want a flashback.
Okay.
We're going. This is gonna be a bit specific because I really want this role to fucking work. Going back to the good old days of Dover not high school, of an elementary school in Dover. It's
I had a voice for Chase, but it kind of died in my throat, so
Oh yeah,
it's a little messed up. It'll be
It's-
there.
it's sunny out. Sky's bright. It's recess at the moment, and a large group of kids have decided to play hide and seek tag.
Just no
Bradyn. No, he's not. He's not in elementary school. He's like a freshman or something. And Bradyn was chosen as the seeker for obvious reasons. He just seems like the type. And this is a memory where he's sneaking around, trying to make sure nobody knows he's coming. He's cautious to any movements, and he's cautious, making sure no one is going to get away, and he's attentive, looking for every detail. And he comes up on a person, not the first he's found, not nearly the last he'll find, but he comes up on a much younger Topher. I'm going to use this flashback to look for Topher in this pile of rubble that I know he's in.
Okay.
Maintain secrecy.
You're gonna roll perception.
Yep. Maintain secrecy, cautious, and attentive. 0 debuffs.
And you know what's funny?
Yeah.
This is a different way than I expected for you to find what I wanted, but it works nonetheless.
I just want this answer tonight. Now, let's pray to God that I roll above a 3.
4.
That is my best roll of the night.
5.
14.
Nice.
11 plus 3.
On a 14. Sneaking up in the rubble, even though you're hurt. Looking around, you actually hear not 1, but 2 pairs of footsteps. As maintaining a secrecy, you hear, Angela, this is a fucking terrible idea. If you go through with this shit, I'm gonna have to stop you. No. Because I've had enough of this. You're actually gonna stop, and you're gonna help me. And that's where we're gonna end the session.